Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Friday morning stream. Today we shall say Squirtle Break close. Ascended Heroes. We still have some, not a lot. um, Hot Rocket Pack Break. Live card shop. Alright, I just picked some stuff. The Rocket Pack Break does have 4 people in it now, so it's getting closer. Alright, we'll jump over here. Did I bring some cards over? Yes, I did. Okay, good. So, let's let people know we are live. We're going live for Friday morning. Alright, we had a guy over here. He was looking at the woodpecker holes in the house, so I was talking to him. He's going to be working on that while we're live, so you might hear a bunch of noise. I don't know when, but it could be pretty noisy, he warned me. So let's go ahead and throw all this away. Throw all this away. We're updating our customer agreement. Oh, wow. Okay. Here's Alex Garcia shipping. I have a box or about 3 bags somewhere and 1 slab I won. Please and thank you, Alex Garcia. Alex Garcia, the first order of the day. He wants some shipping. Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. Let's get this iPad running. Oh, my God. Doobie 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 doo 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 doobie doo doobie 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 doo doo. Nope, stop. Let's see. How you guys doing? Look at those beautiful cards. Charger Bug. Who doesn't want a Charger Bug? I love Charger Bug. All right. Ooh. There we go. We're going to hit pop out on this. Pop out chat. And there we go. We've got the chat for today. Yesterday was a pretty busy day. What was it, Thursday? Mr. Shahir made it pretty special. But a couple other guys did too, like Brett Love. We still have to pull out some gradable cards for Mr. Brett Love. So we got a lot of work ahead of us. A lot of Ascended Heroes sold yesterday. I have just a little bit of it left, and then I'm out. And I don't really know how soon we'll have more of it, but it seems to be very popular. It's going to be a popular set, both because it's Mega Dream, but also it's got all these ARs you've never seen in it before, the ones that were in the 100 start deck. So it's a pretty cool set, and I anticipate it selling for a long, long time. I just got a restock on one of my favorite sets, Destined Rivals. It's one of my favorite sets to actually stock up on for a long-term hold. I like that set a lot. Wonder how much they'll print. Destined Rivals is the first Rocket set since Rocket Returns. So that was cool. And I guess in a way, Ascended Heroes also has Rocket in it, because it's got a Rocket Mewtwo, and it's got a couple other Rocket cards like Mimikyu and Dugtrio. I feel like they held that back, by the way. They held those artworks back, in my opinion. They said, let's put that in a bonus set. You are? But oh well, it's all good. All right. Hey, what's up, Mr. PDX? Is Charger Bug supposed to be a train car? May I get Intercontinental Ballistic Missile, please? Oh, all right. Since you asked and you said please. Let's pop this in here. Duh. All right, good. The Jumbo Pack Break is reset, so it's ready to go. Now, the Binder Break. I was looking around for some bonus cards for the Binder Break. Let's see, what do we have here? Here's a Premium Marvel card. Here's a Topps Eradicate. Here's a Grenadier Girl. And here is a hit card from Nintendo Game Packs. That's the Bowser card. Here's a holographic Cardos Mickey Mouse. So we're going to pop these into here. Just some bonus cards, really. So the Binder Break gets a little hotter. Let's take a look at what's in the Binder Break. Psyduck, Machop, Geodude, Fearow, Squirtle First Edition. Squirtle's First Edition is pretty good, all by itself. And then there's Snivy, Cardos, Passimian, some 151, some more vintage cards, Eevee. There's a point where I feel like I'm losing money hosting this Binder Break. Riku Tifa. Oh, wait, this already had one of these. Oh, wow. Okay, wait a second. Hold on. I'm taking this other one out for a future break then. We'll save this for a different one. We'll put a different card in there in its place. But we don't want two of the exact same card. That's not fun. It won't be appreciated, you know what I mean? Won't be appreciated. So here's some Minecraft, holographic Minecraft. Oops. Some filler cards. I mean, these are a little better than filler now. This is actually 5 years old, this Celebi is. So it's kind of nice. Let's see. A little bit of filler, some hollows, some Sonic the Hedgehog. That's really good. Vintage Dragon Ball Z, that's good stuff. That might be like 10 bucks or something. Here's a Boo poker card, some XY era, some yellow hollows, yellow border hollows. Those were like Sun and Moon era. Actually, the Litten's cool. He's a 2025 Celebrations card. It's a McDonald's card, I'm pretty sure. A little bit of Naruto, some Rayquazas at the back, a little Bullet Bill, and there we go. We got a little more. I'll put this guy in the front. Okay, now it's like there's a whole sticker pack in there. You got the holographic Weezing. That's cool. So that's for Friday. That's the binder break. It's a lot of cards. You got to decide if you think it's worth 40 bucks or if it's better than the jumbo pack break. All right, so the news. If so, where's the Continental Pokies? What exactly is a Continental Breakfast? Let's see. Need more Pokies. Is Charger Bug supposed to be a train car? Check this out. So this Squirtle is $40, 1 in 9, and he's up to 6. He's getting real close, everybody. Brett Love jumped in there. So he's getting real close. There's only 3 spots left in Squirtle, and it's Friday. You could finish off that Squirtle very fast. Let's go looking for Alex Garcia now. So you say he's got 3 bags. Not 1, not 2, but 3. Let's see. Alex Garcia, where would we be hiding a gentleman like that? Well, let's reach way over here. Here's Alistair with his very expired products. Those are from 10/24. That's pretty expired. Let's check this L box over here. So we got an L box over here. All right. Alejandro, Alexio, Anthony Kalura, Alondro, Alexander Figueroa with no date on it. Here's an Alexis bag. Albert, Alex, Alan Azueta. This is pretty expired too. Look at this Alan Azueta. All right, that's really expired. That one's coming out. So, Alex Garcia. You weren't in there, but you mentioned that maybe you had a box. Let's go looking for an Alex Garcia box. Here's an Abigail. I think this Abigail's expired. I think she's super expired. She ordered from me a super long time ago, and I haven't seen her since then. Here she is, 7/24. Look at that. That's pretty expired. And the only thing she would open is Korean cards. She opened nothing else. This is a whole bag of Korean cards. Oh, she pulled a little Korean Charizard, though. That's kind of good. Maybe I pull all the junk out of these bags, put her in the AB box, get rid of this box off my shelf, because I need more room on the shelf. What did y'all do to Squirtle? No, not Squirtle. Not my precious Squirtle. All right, I need like a place for all this crap. Yeah, her cards need to be on notice. They're quite old now. Let's see. They're not valuable. She's just got junk. There's a Chris Abruzzo box. Let's see. Alex Garcia. How old is this stuff? This stuff's not very old, right? Let me take a quick look. Alex Garcia. It looks like... Oh, that was from... that's from today. Yeah, he's been here recently, so his stuff isn't super old. So where is his stuff being kept? Alex Garcia, AL. Did I actually check box number 1? You know, I assumed he wasn't in there. I didn't check AL box number 1 because I just assumed the way he was talking about it, I assumed he was like somebody who I put far away. Yeah, he's not in. Oh, wait. Here's one Alex Garcia bag. It says 1226 on it, though. That can't be right. Must have written 1226 on it when it should have said 1225. So there's one Alex Garcia bag. So that helps. We're a little bit closer. Interesting. Let's see. Any other Alex Garcias? There's Caleb Ibarra with like 20 boxes up there. Does he know he has 20 boxes? Tammy Lowe, Ivan Ramirez, Brett Love, Kip F, Sven Jansen. Okay, so we're not done looking. Some of the things I got to do to make sure I know where his stuff is. I got to check the table on this left side. There's all these overflow bags. He could very well be in there. So I guess let's just start there. There's a Sarah Dusenberry bag. Ah, there he is. I found him. All right, so he had so much stuff that we put him in an overflow spot. This does happen because we run out of room. I'm glad he's shipping. That's going to help immensely. Yeah, things can get pretty full over here, especially if you're a big buyer. That's a good sign to go ahead and ship out sooner than later to avoid any confusion. Because once you have a ton of stuff, it gets a little trickier. Okay, so there we go. I found it. I found his stuff that we're looking for. He said 3 bags. I found 3 bags. So you got 1, 2, 3, all Alex Garcia. Let's get a box and let's get these shipped out. First order of the day, shipping. Very common for the first order of the day to be shipping. Actually, so there's so much in this bag. Let's peel some of this out of here. Just some of the junk hollows, I guess. And pop them into here. How's it going, everybody? Happy Fridays, the morning time stream. I'll run as long as you guys want me to run the morning time stream. Send in some orders if you want to have some fun, if you want some action, if you want some entertainment. If you're looking for your best break, the Squirtle break is very close now. He needs 3 people. He's ready to go off. He's quite close. You never thought deep to what the Squirtle squad really was. Mister, if you could cook a Pokemon, which one would you eat? Well, I mean, in the game, they actually have Slowpoke Tail. So I guess that'd be my answer. They probably know a thing or two about which Pokemon tastes best. It's got to be Slowpoke Tail. All right, let me open up stamps to get this label made. That's good that he's shipping that out. That was taking up some critical room on the table. And so I just gained that room back. What's this? This is Darren Thompson. Can Darren Thompson not just go in the DA box? I mean, let's see. Probably at some point the DA box was overwhelmingly full. I don't think that's so true right now. Let's put Darren Thompson into the D overflow box. It's like empty. But there we go. Very nice. And then is this a CS-Man bag? Does he have a box? CS-Man? What is this? This is CS-Man right here, isn't it? No, that's Brett Love. CS-Man. All right. Boy, it does get crowded over here. All right, let's go ahead and type in Alex Garcia. Looks like we've shipped to him before. Let me double check, make sure that this address is correct. Yes, okay. And he said he's got these 3 bags and a slab. So we're going to make this label heavy enough for all his stuff. Miss Alexis is coming over today. So if you got shipping and you want it to go out, now's the day, okay? You want to have that shipping go out. Now is a good time to order shipping. Friday shipping day. Any manga breaks? Not yet. We're waiting. We can't host a new One Piece break until this one goes off. Let me show you real fast. When this Nami goes off, we can host a new One Piece break, but not before. All right, we're just waiting for that to calculate a price on the label. It always takes a while. I don't know why, but it always takes a while. Alan Azueta. Well, Mr. Allen, looks like we held his stuff for almost 2 full years. I mean, really, it's longer if you count it that it started in 123. What did this guy leave behind? He must have left behind a hit or 2. Some poker cards. No, it's not actually that much. Yeah. Wonder what happens to people. Where do they go? A little Squirtle. That's a fat pack, so that's probably not going to grade very well. Maybe it's because his bag was so thin, I just kept leaving it in there. But the box is full. That's an old bag. All right, Alex Garcia. Why do people abandon their bags, you think? You think they're just lazy? They just don't want to do it, huh? Well, what the hell? It printed a blank label. Why did it do that? How much is shipping to Toronto, Canada? Nicholas Pacheco, for your cards, it's about $40. Yeah, it'll be about 40. There we go. All right. Thank you so much. Alex Garcia's order is complete. I was spending some money last night, man. I spent some money buying slabs. Is my bag still there? It says Silver Ranger. What's the name of the bag, Mr. Silver Ranger? So we got Nami, we got Squirtle. What else we got that's really cool? The Trade Slab, the Psyduck. These two right here, both of these are pretty close. I'd say the pack split needs to go up here. All right, take a look at these two items. And the pack split. This now has 4 people in it. Okay, so... why did I log into PayPal? I don't remember. What was I doing? Let's see. We're jumping over here, I suppose. $9 shipping is on the very high for rip and ships, but I think it is worth it. Oh, you mean like it's a little higher than other rip and shippers? Well, I will mention this. The person who works on your product, Miss Alexis, she's paid well to work on your product, and you kind of want it that way, don't you? You don't want it to be like some guy working minimum wage who might be tempted to take your cards because he's not making any money. You don't want a situation like that. That's no good. So, you know, think of it like, I don't know, just regular shipping and like a $2 tip for Alexa. It's not even that much, to be honest. And for people who have a lot of stuff, like a couple pounds, I actually lose money on that shipment. Like just straight up, I lose money. When the shipment's large enough, I'm giving you discounted shipping on that. It should cost more. It should cost like all the way up to $28. We use premium quality products to get your stuff shipped. We don't hold back on bubble wrap and all the good stuff, like quality boxes for shipping. So, you know, we don't cheap out at all on the shipping. We try to do a good job. And but I think the biggest cost is just Alexis's time. It's just her. So she's quite expensive. Here's Mark J. Valerian. No hollows, please. 1 box of Pokemon Japanese Nihil Zero. All right, here goes. Yeah, you want to keep the shipper happy. It's like tipping the chef at your local restaurant. Which is funny because you don't actually do that, do you? The waiter gets a tip, the chef doesn't. But the chef's the one touching your food. It doesn't make any sense. The chef should be tipped. I think, though, the reason they don't do that is so that chefs don't, like, punish you if you don't tip. You know what I mean? All right, Mr. Reed, you consider that extra box I sent for pre-grades for trades. Oh, yes. So you sent in a box of cards, and you're wanting me to take some of those cards and in payment for just for like money, or like what are you wanting? I don't know exactly what's in the box. I'll take a quick look. But we have to negotiate off screen the value of it, okay? I'm not necessarily looking for more cards. I'm kind of getting rid of cards. That's why the binder break's going. All right. Ooh, yeah. Okay, you ready? So Nihil Zero for Mr. Mark J. Valerian. We have not pulled out the top card from the set. I believe it's actually the alternative art Meowth, isn't it? I'm a chef. We have zero control over the bar or FOH as it pertains to splitting tips. Here it is. I think that chefs should be tipped. But, again, that's a tricky thing, because if you fail to tip them, what are they going to do? Spit in your food or something? Scratch their hairy balls? So you never know. So maybe that's why it's not a best practice. Here it is. Maybe that's why they don't do it. Because everything else gets tips. You tip this, tip that. There you go. You say just the tip, I won't tell. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Tipping culture. We should be top, but it all depends on the establishment. Nice slab or store credit, whatever seems fair. Okay, you ready? All right. Here's Skarmory. Ooh, Skarmory Road. Boink. Let's set this here. I've always said that. I've always said that the chefs should be tipped, not the waiters. That was an idea I had when I was a kid. When I was a kid, I realized that. I was a kid thinking, why do we tip this lady money? And there's some poor guy sweating in the back room who actually touches my food and handles it. It's like, I want to tip that guy. So I had that realization when I was real young. Here's the SR Skarmory. Ooh. Here's Luxray. Is that his name? Luxray? I don't remember. All right. I think you said you're donating the hollows. I really appreciate that. Here's Eveltal. Boop. I'd be okay tipping the cook. Here's a little Gengar. There's a little Fighter Energy card. Specialty Energy. Cold. Ooh, Salamence. What's her name? Is it Salamence? No. What's her name? Salazzle. There we go. Take me a minute there. Loading up the executive memory function. Here's Minchino or something. Actually, no, that's not the name of this Pokemon. This is like a cat Pokemon. He gets a Mega Form now, doesn't he? This cat Pokemon? What's the name of that Pokemon? Esper? I can't remember. Did anyone pull the 1K Final Fantasy Signature Lightning? Nope. And we've got more boxes of it if you're wanting to open it. Oh, there's an SR, some kind of specialty psychic energy. It looks cool, but it's really just for people playing the game, not for us collectors. Here's a psychic energy. The hollows in this set leave something to be wished for. Here's a little Seviper. He's okay, I guess. There's a lot of Sevipers out there. Here's a little Barioth. Right, Monster Hunter. Oh, here's Drapion. Drapion looking good. Looking well drawn. And this is the new set, Nihil Zero. Give it a try, guys. It's a bit of fun. We have quite a bit of this left, so plenty to go around. I tip the DoorDash person after he delivers my food. Yes, DoorDash. After he delivers? I used to work at a place where we had a tip jar at the end of every 2 weeks, got split between everyone. Oh, cool. That seems kind of pointless then, doesn't it? Because it means that your individual work did not matter. You can be the laziest server and earn as much money in tips as the hardest, best looking, nicest, most sociable worker, you know? So that seems kind of like cheating to me. Wow, look at that Rowlet. Who made these rules up? There he goes. The hardest working server didn't make those rules up. Probably somebody who didn't work as hard. All right, let's grab this Mr. Mark. I don't know. Could just be the boss made it up. He's like, nah. I think a lot of places do it that way, don't they? All right. It's a team effort. Yeah, it's a team effort, guys. Yeah, go team. All right, that's how they be talking. All right. So the last order last night was 1915 Brett Love. We have a Candy Vargas order now. Candy Vargas? Say it ain't so. Is she going into that rocket? Yes, she is. She's going into the rocket. All right, Miss Candy. Okay. Here we are. Yeah, we could just split it. I imagine that's how people are talking. Let's see. Where's your card? I know you have a card. Jesus, Jorge, Kipef. Cactuar Queen has $2. Where the hell is this? Oh my god, bro. I can't find it. Is it in the back, maybe? Yeah, I guess it's not in here then. What I must have done... So I must have put it in a different bag or a different location. Give me a minute here. Because I know you haven't spent it. Still nothing from PSR Tag. I'm going to go play in traffic. But you got to be more patient than that in life, man. It's not that hard. Okay, so you're not in there either. Weird. I know you didn't spend it. Did I never write it down? Let me check the bounty bag. Maybe I put you in the bounty bag by mistake. I did that before. Put somebody with store credit in the bounty bag. Okay, well, I can't find it. Let's draw a new card for you. Let's put you in there. I know I wrote you down, so you got some other card laying around that I can't get rid of. That's not good. Gonna have to remember that the other one's expired. Where are the Final Fantasy packs on the menu? Also, what's that Tag 10 blue dress break? Oh, this is the Nami break from One Piece. She needs 3 more people for the break to go off. Okay, it's 1 in 7 odds. This is not just an alt art from a booster pack. This is actually a promo. So you cannot pull that out of a booster pack. That's what makes it fun. And then here is classic vintage base set Squirtle in Japanese. Yes, these classic cards are going way up in price over time. 3 spots left on him, and he goes off. All right, Miss Candy Vargas, let's get you in this pack split. Here it is. I've been waiting since September. You do have Nihil Zero or Ascended Heroes? Yes, sir. I've got both of those things. Hey, man, hope you're doing well. If I may have a bag with you from a good while back, what's the procedure with that good lad? Hey, what's up, man? Well, if it's over a year old, it's probably been donated. So anything that's a year old is considered like abandoned. And if it just has some junk cards in it, we took it right away and just disassembled it. If it had some good cards in it, we didn't disassemble it. We left it alone. So it could still be over here if it's like a year and a half old. By the time it reaches 2 years-ish, it's gone. It's gone. We don't do 2 years. It's just way too long. Because there's so many bags that just get left behind, and it just clutters up the whole place really badly. So there is a year is a long time to ship. It's a very long time. And I think most channels only give you 6 months to do your shipping. We do a full year, and then it's abandoned. And then after a full year, you're just kind of hoping that you got lucky that the bag was left alone. In particular, I leave bags alone when they have something good in them. I don't want to take those right away. I just kind of leave them alone. It's not a significant part of my card income or anything like that. It's just we just can't have that much junk laying around. Here is Mark J. Valerian. May I get 2 pre-grades on my Top Series 2 Slow Bros? Yes, sir. All right, so we're doing a little more work for Mr. Mark here. Thanks, Mark. Let's see. What do we got going on? 2 Slow Bros, he says. Slow Bro 1. And Slow Bro 2. Cool. Let's see. Jacob is kind of vague. Either way, I appreciate you. Only my fault. Or maybe Jacob T. If the name is just Jacob, I'm pretty sure we don't have it, because I can't think of any bag names where it's only Jacob. If it was like Jacob Doggenbar or something like that, you know what I'm saying? I gotta have the last name. All right. Jacob T. Jacob, okay, here goes. You ready? Ooh, baby, I'm loving it. Oh, so clean. It's ridiculous that I was even selling these. Just doesn't make sense. All right, so similar to the other ones. Oh, no, you have a problem, actually. I take it back. The back of the card reveals problems. So on the back of the card, this is a huge white dot. You can't see it unless I zoom. That's too bad, huh? And then up here, you have the same imprint issue. So you will not send these off to tag grading. You will not. This should go to, well, it's going to grade like 9 or 8 anyways. So I don't know if you want to grade it at all. And then we have this Slow Bro. Final Fantasy might be in the secret menu now. Yeah, the extended menu is probably in the extended menu. Okay, the edge isn't exactly perfect when we come up there. See that? So don't send it to Beckett. You forget how hard it is to grade these 10. Ooh, now look at that. That doesn't have the problem on the upper left right here. Doesn't have it. It does have a bit of a strange thing going on right there, which matches on the other side. All right, I'm liking what I'm seeing. I'm going to call this one... It's just that little notch in the upper edge. I don't know if that notch is going to hold you back. I'm going to give this a 9.5. Not a 9.5 plus, a 9.5. It really does have a flaw, but it's a very, very small flaw. And the question becomes, how do they treat that flaw? Because it's not a white dot flaw. So there you go. This is going to be 9.5. And this one with the bad edge is going to be 6. It's actually got 2 issues on it, two serious issues. There you go. Those are your pre-grade. This one's just not going to grade 10 anywhere. This one might grade 10. You could try PSA or CGC. Based on the price per pack, a box of Final Fantasy Hidden Trials would be about 200. Yeah, what's Hidden Trials doing these days? Let me see what Hidden Trials is. You know, that one was hard to restock, if I recall. No, hold off. Don't order that box. Hidden Trials cost quite a bit more. It's actually jumped significantly in price over time. Let's see. Sorry, but I'm afraid we're not going to sell out a whole box of it. If you were buying like 2 or 3 packs, that's fine. I don't care. But If you're going to buy me out of my stock, it's getting reset. We're having this issue a lot. We're having this issue a lot where people, somehow they identify the thing on my menu that is fallen under price. And then they go, okay, I'll buy all of it now. And it's like, we're not going to do that. So you're going to see a price change on that particular set. What was it called? Hidden Trials? Hidden Trials, right? So it's not that far off, actually. I think your math might have been wrong. I'm looking at it. I think your math, maybe you needed to understand that there were 36 packs in there. And Hidden Trials is going to shift from $7 to $8. It has changed in price. It's gone up over time. So, and that would mean the box price is going to be $288. Taxes already paid on that, okay? So no taxes. Taxes are already paid on that. $288. All right, here we are. Yeah, I've been having a problem recently where people keep locating items on my menu that haven't been priced in like 6 months. And then they go, oh, this is out of price. I'll take a whole box of it. I'll buy all of it right now, please. So we've been having that problem a lot. So this is ready to go now at $8 a pack, and a whole box would be $288. Your price was off. You must have thought that there were 24 packs in a box because the previous price was $252 per box. So that was the previous price. The new price is $288. Not much of a change. It's a dollar change. All right, I'm going to jump over here. Let's see. Yeah, there's 36 packs in a box. Let me update this. This is one of those popular products that is pretty hard to restock because the price changes over time so rapidly. All right. I've been having troubles with that with One Piece, with Dragon Ball. Pokemon always been a problem. Pokemon's never been safe. It's tough, man. It's kind of crazy. All right. Let's see. Here's Candy Vargas. My $40 was an Astral Radiance. Oh, thank you, Candy Vargas. That's why I couldn't find it. Thank you. I was wondering where that went. Okay, we would have noticed that eventually. Let's see. So that's the box break. Mister only sells by the pack. We'll sell by the box, but we are. I gotta be able to restock it is all. If it's a really high quality product that I want to have on the menu, and Hidden Trials is arguably the best Final Fantasy set to be opening, other than maybe like Opus 1. Hidden Trials has the lightning signature. You could argue Hidden Hope is really good because it has the Sephiroth signature, and From Nightmare is good too because it has the Cloud signature. But what I've found over the last couple years, nothing sells better than Hidden Trials because lightning, I don't know, is a girl. I couldn't tell you. But not only that, even if you don't pull her signature, the full art goes for hundreds of dollars. So even if you just pull the standard full art, you're doing very well in that box. And it's been the one to keep an eye out for. Like, I haven't had to worry about restocking From Nightmare, or I haven't had to worry about restocking Hidden Hope quite as much, but Hidden Trials has been problematic. There we go. All right. Mark J. Valerian, I'll send the 9.5 Slowbro off to PSA. Oops, let me grab that back. Okie dokie pokey, my copyright, mister. 288 isn't that bad. I looked at the price on TCG Player, and that's where I got the 200 from. I hear you. All right, let's see. Let's see. We're going to grab Slowbro. There we go. And let's toss this in here. Very nice. We're tossing this up here. Very good. Let's see what we got. A very nice sleeve. And a holder. I started work on a new submission last night because I couldn't sleep. Then I woke up late. Perfect Order's the next set in Pokemon. Perfect Order. Jacob Thomas was the bag. Okay, so we're going to say Mark J. Valerian. T. Can you send SGC cards to the PSA vault? I believe you can. SGC is owned by PSA. Why wouldn't you be able to do that? You know what I mean? Now, Jacob Thomas. Let's see how old that is, Jacob. Jacob Thomas. Let's see. Okay, you're not in here. Let me check over here. Jacob Thomas. So there's no matches in any of my emails, which means your bag is from like 3 or 4 years ago. So you're talking really old stuff. Sorry, Jacob, that bag is definitely gone. It's been laid to rest. We had a funeral for it. We put it in a boat. We set the boat on fire. Sorry, man. Okay, let me hit refresh. Gonna maybe hit the LCS today. Any non-bidding slabs. The vault has a whole new meaning now. Excuse me. Clearing my throat. So, Toxicity. Ooh. Tyranitar. Ooh. Poopachu. That's a gym break. Doc Watettle. Here's Magikarp. These two could go into the expensive slabs channel. Here's Lappers. Let's get these in the expensive slabs channel. All right, and put this away. Let's go to the pricey slabs channel. Price of slabs January, it says. Oh, it's ready for a rotation. Okay. So these shall be moved off. And into here. Here's Dark Crobat. And, ooh, Star Wars. Conquering Shadow. Did you see that? Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Really nice card. I was discussing about whether or not we should host a break on that Conquering Shadows. So you guys think people would join that? It would be the only Star Wars break on the channel, wouldn't it? What would the break terms be? Maybe like 25 bucks or something? I don't know. What do you think, people? I think 25 bucks. But you know, why not just put it into the live customs and just call it a day? I mean, it's easy as that. So we don't need to host a table break on him. He can just go in here. Like this. Very easy. Conquering Chateau. Are first edition Team Rocket cards really worth that much, or just the cool pokies? Yes. First edition Team Rocket cards are unbelievably expensive now. They have continued to go up, 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 even just the commons. Go look at it for yourself. It's absolutely crazy. Did you know the cost of a Team Rocket booster box first edition is like 40,000, 45,000 now? Yeah, it's gotten nuts, dude. It has gotten insane. Okay. Let's see. Oops. When are we getting scratch and sniff pokies? That would be fun. I think it'd be fun to get some new lenticular Pokemon cards too. You know, they could do that. This whole time they could have been doing lenticular. Lenticular is an easy trick. They never do it. Crazy Mr. Beast is streaming on Whatnot on Sunday before the game. Yeah, I heard about that. A Whatnot worker told me, oh, we got Mr. Beast because they're trying to get me to stream on Whatnot. I was like, that's great. I told them, what's his contract? And the guy didn't answer. I was like, there you go. Very good. They're trying to cash in on that. I'm sure they paid him a lot of money. And so now they're trying to say, well, Mr. Beast is over here. You got to come over here. Pass. No, thanks. They probably paid that guy millions of dollars to do that. They had to have. All right. He could have streamed anywhere he wanted. Anywhere he wanted. Refresh. You know how they get all the money to pay for Mr. Beast to do that? By charging sellers a huge fee every time they sell. You know how many fees YouTube charges me? Zero! Zero fees. Here's Mr. Edgar Gonzalez. What's up, man? 2 spots in the Squirtle. Yo! Squirtle has 1 spot left, guys. You got it, man. There we go. Yeah, Whatnot's a ripoff, man. Might as well do eBay Live. There you go. If you're going to pay a fee, you might as well do eBay Live. Or TikTok or whatever. They're all fine. Whatnot. They take such a huge amount. It's crazy. Let's see. They're greedy. And then what do? They use that money to go buy Mr. Beast? Yeah, right, dude. You're just paying Mr. Beast now. You could have just been making that money, but Mr. Beast gets to make the money. Crazy stuff. There we go. Squirtle. Trubbish again. I want to see a new top set. Roger Goodall trying to get interest on a Super Bowl nobody cares about. Sad. I always like that Darth Vader scene in Rogue One where he rips the rebels in the hallway. Yeah, it's cool. Want to see a new top set. Yeah, I want to see a new top set too. One spot left in Squirtle. Jump in there if you'd like to see the end of the Squirtle lightning break. He hasn't been the fastest lightning break, but he is a Squirtle. Next up, what do we got? We got Nicholas Pacheco. He says, Japanese, white flare, quantity 8. You got it, man. Okay, so white flare Japanese. They're going to be over here. Is this it? Yes, this is it. Mr. Beast did have a good video about the Great Pyramid. Okay, so there's 6. Let's go get more. I'll be right back. Let's go get more. All right, here we are. Shoop. Look at this electric. Look at this Roserade. Wow, they look really well centered. I'm gonna toss these in here. Get that binder break a little more fat. We added some cards to the binder break at the beginning of the stream if you missed that. Binder break's getting fat. Jumbo pack breaks available too. Those have been 2 of the most successful products on the stream. They just go off all the time like clockwork. Happy Friday, Mr. Happy Friday. What's up, Mr. Chad? How's it going, man? Okay. Okay. Put that there. All right. Throwing that away. And we'll toss this back in here. So this is for our friend, Mr. Nicholas Pacheco. I heard you guys wanted more slabs on the table. Yes, mister. Please, more slabs. Please, sir. Oh, come on, man. I'll pull this whole box out, I guess. Okay, there it goes. So what shall we pull out of here? It's a beautiful day. Sneep. Yeah, it's like 50 degrees out here for me. You know what that means. Not much. I should go for another walk. I went for a walk yesterday. I was like, man, I gotta get out, start moving again. That frozen winter week, or 2 weeks, whatever it's been, and the little illness wiped me out, man. Look at that Scrafty. Felt like I hadn't exercised in a while. Y'all still use Q-tips for your ears? You know, we used those as kids, and I have not used a Q-tip on my ear in a super long time, and I seem to be fine. I don't seem to be dying of anything. Here it is. Here's Archeon. All right, I don't like pick my ears or anything either. They just seem okay. I wash my ears when I'm taking a shower, but yeah, I don't do any of that other stuff. I thought we learned that Q-tips were bad for your ear. Didn't we learn that? Archeops, whoa! Yeah, didn't we learn that Q-tips are actually harmful for your ear? Okay, here's the clown. NFL Kid Rock halftime show a must. All right, there we go. Please, mister, I want a fancy one. A fancy one? I gotta get you a fancy one, man. I still use Q-tips on my ears. There we go. All right. Ooh, Scrafty and Archeon. And Master Ball the bird. I don't know his name. That That's the fossil Pokemon for XY era, huh? Cool, man. All right, Nicholas. Here's Nicholas Lloyd. Here's a Nicholas Norman. Where's Nicholas Pacheco? Aha, found you. A lot of Nikolai. You got to use ear cam. It's the only way. It's people don't know how to use them. I don't know. I don't know. I've not messed with my ears for years, and they don't hurt. They don't have problems. It almost seems like a made-up solution to a made-up problem. Here's Andrew A. Martin. He says, 1 binder, 1 Squirtle lightning spot. Wow. Okay, Squirtle's done, everybody. Andrew Martin. And Andrew Martin. We have the first person in the binder now. The binder break is sort of like you jump in when you think it's valuable kind of situation. Let's show it off again. So we got basically like a full packet of stickers in here now. First edition Squirtle. That's Ace of Clubs Snivy. There's a Rapidash Cardos. Passimian, some 151 promo. Now I've already shown this off. That's one downside to this. We got some used poker. Here's that's kind of cool that I can put used poker cards in there, you know, because I don't ever sell those. I never have a way to sell them. And now we have a way to sell them. So they're still nice. Bunch of filler here, some hollows, some cool Sonics. There's a... Oh, that's the guy working on the woodpecker holes. Ooh, that is noisy. So when he gets over here and starts working on it, it's going to make a lot of noise. We got a guy working on our woodpecker holes in our home, finally. So many woodpecker holes. Those birds are vicious, man. We're going to be hanging up some... they're like wind chimes, sort of, but they just reflect the sun. And it's supposed to scare them away, the woodpeckers. There you go, Mr. Andrew. Getting pretty fat there. Q-tips supposedly push your earwax into the ear. I still use them all the time. Do you? Yeah, I thought we learned that the Q-tips weren't good for you. All right. So, 1 Squirtle lightning spot. That's the end of the Squirtle break. Ooh, he's really loud. There's going to be some interference with the stream, guys. You're going to hear this guy. He's on the other side of the house, I'm pretty sure, and I can hear it really loud. All right, sounded like a boat for a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There it is. All 9 spots for Squirtle. It's going off. Let's go find our little baggies. Here they are. Ooh, yeah. Busy Birds, ask ChatGPT. Oh, okay, you want me to? I heard that you don't really need Q-tips for your ears. Is that true? You guys having a lot of earwax problems? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The ear is self-cleaning. That's right. I never pick my ear. I don't do Q-tips. And I never have ear problems. Your ear canal naturally moves earwax outward through jaw movement, talking and chewing. Well, I definitely do a lot of talking. Let's see. The Q-tips push the wax back into the ear. This causes impaction. You can injure your ear. Do nothing to your ear canal. You can wipe the outer ear with the washcloth in the shower. That's why I do. I just rub my ear in the shower. There you go. It can cause hearing loss. Now we know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We learned so much on this stream together, guys. I feel very enlightened. You're not supposed to be doing that. You're not supposed to be messing with your ear. You don't put the Q-tip inside. Well, if it's only for the outer rings of the ear, why the hell would I need a Q-tip? Don't you just wash your ear when you shower? That's how I do. I just do it when I shower. It's really easy. You know, warm water. Hearing loss. What? You can get hearing loss from messing up with the Q-tip. Yeah, my mom always used Q-tips. She was like a clean freak. She was obsessed with cleanliness. And she would cram those Q-tips in our ears, and it always hurt. And that's exactly what it would do. I would get a clogged ear when I was a kid. So when I grew up, I didn't keep doing that. I'm like, I'm not doing that to my ear. And no one had to explain it to me. I just knew I didn't like it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. My mom had boxes of Q-tips. Everyone had to have Q-tips and all the good stuff. She was obsessed with that kind of stuff. But sounds to me like it's totally unnecessary. That's like what I said. It's a solution for a problem that doesn't exist. Companies do that all the time. They make some product in China and then they say, oh, you need this. You need this little thing that connects to your car that makes your car smell nice because your car doesn't smell like pine trees. It's like, oh, I got to buy that. My car smells bad now. You're like, it doesn't even smell like pine trees in my car. Yeah, it's not supposed to, bro. I got to buy that $5 thing from China. It only took like 10 pennies to produce. That's how they get rich. All right, give me a number. Mister, did you ever ship something to Brazil? I've shipped all over the world. I probably have shipped to Brazil, but I don't have any memories of it. But we've shipped all over. I've actually shipped, I'm pretty sure I shipped one time to Iran. All right, 4, you got it. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've shipped to all kinds of places. I will ship to any place at all. I don't care. Anywhere you need it to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. Boy, the screen's nice and blue now. I love that color, that rich blue color on the screen. I wish it was that way all the time. It looks so good. It looks so clean, actually, like water. Just the smell from the earwax stuffed in. The only thing going in my ear is my elbow. Mister, did you see my chat? I did not. I did not see your chat. How much are the Ascended Hero 3-pack blisters? So we don't actually even sell the blisters. We're selling the booster packs for $20 a piece. We are. The blisters are disassembled. All right, it's kind of a pricey price. We're down to our last couple of packs of it. All right, give me a number. People are saying Epstein's still alive. I don't know if I believe that. Donate to me, says Nicholas Pacheco. What are we donating? 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you, Mr. Thomas. All right, good luck, you guys. Somebody's taking home Squirtle, and he's pricey. He's actually expensive. So here's Zach M. Sticks. Mr. Zach, not your day, Mr. Zach. Oops. Okay, here's Edgar Gonzalez. Sorry, man. Here's Ivan Rodriguez. Ivan was in here. I didn't know that. Wow. All right, let's see if he gets lucky. Boom. Ah, sorry, Ivan. That would have been a big deal for him. Here's Gabriel Gallegos. He's in a lot of breaks. We appreciate him. That's a miss. Here's Brett Love. We like Brett Love a lot, too. He goes really deep. Sorry, Brett. All right, who's left? Here's Andrew Martin. He just bought a spot, didn't he? That's cool. Sorry, Andrew. Here's Edgar Gonzalez, spot number 2. Ah, that sucks, man. Sorry, Edgar. Here's Jack Woodworth. He's going to get it. What? It's the last pack? Edward Cornelio? You got to be kidding me, dude. No way, bro. Is he here? Is he watching? Wow, that's nuts, dude. That guy, he missed by like 9 spots on that EB1 break, and then he went on to get the jumbo pack break and the binder break, and he's pulling this. That's it. I'm taking back all his freebies. No more freebies for that guy. What? He's basically back to having gains from the break. Wow, dude. That guy, he got one bad round, and he made it all back up somehow. That's crazy. There we are. All right. So I suppose he probably doesn't want this. He wants, of course, the very valuable vintage Squirtle. Now, if anyone ever wanted this Psyduck, you know the way to get him, right? The way to get this Psyduck is to join something small like the binder break. It's a 1 in 4 odds. Maybe you manage to pull the Psyduck. But you'll be awfully tempted to keep the actual binder break. So there it is, Edward Cornelio. I can't believe he just pulled that. I don't even think he bought into here. I can't remember him buying in. I bet you he got put in here as a star spot, right? Like Jack Woodworth was there. He was a star spot too. Man, that's crazy. All right. He's got too much luck. It's illegal. Yeah. Well, you know, before he had his bad luck in the EB1, he had some good luck on other breaks. So he was pulling those box breaks. Oh, this guy's going to be he's going to be back for more of those breaks, man. He's going to love those. So the good news is we get to pick a new lightning break. Ah, lightning break time. And it is Friday. We have to pick one right away. Friday is a big day. Can't be skipping Friday. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What do we have here? How many slabs is this? I didn't know it was a whole pile of slabs. That was just a couple. Charizard, Pikachu, Snorlax, Squirtle, another Squirtle. Ooh, this Mewtwo's cool. He'd be a cool lot. Ooh, I like this. Oh, gotta be Captain Pikachu. We were holding that back just for this. Just to be a lightning break. Gotta be Captain Pikachu. All right, give me a second here. A lot of options, right? This shall be called Captain Pikachu. The lightning break always finishes. All right, let's see. The lightning break, not the lightning break, the star spot break always finishes. He's not terribly expensive. This card is not terribly expensive. All right, so let me think about it for a second. Okay, give me a second. So I think what we'll do, here, let's try this. Okay, so it's going to be a 1 in 4, but there will be an additional spot, and that will be a star spot. So there'll be a total of 2 pulls in here, 1 in 5, which is technically more like a 2 in 5 if you think about it. If you treat this star spot that way. So this is no longer a star spot receiver. It hands out a star spot. It gives a star spot away to a different break. What should the star receiver be now? The jumbo card? You know, that card's been there for a while, but it is a specialty break. I don't always like to give star spots to the specialty breaks. I don't know. I could just pick what I think is going to move slowest or get stuck for the longest. There it is. That's our new lightning break. Let's go make a link. Oh, did I never pin the website? I'm sorry, guys. I never pinned the website. Hold on. Looks like you guys didn't need me to, but let me go pin the website to the live chat. You guys were using the website anyways. I know I've got a Jeff Leon order after this. All right, give me a moment here. All this time later, and I'm just now pinning the website. Close the binder. The binder break now has 1 person in it. All right, so let me grab this and let me jump over here. We have to update the break's history. Edward pulls base set Squirtle. 57 minutes in. It's been 57 minutes? What? How has so much time passed? All right, I shall choose the Jumbo Slab to be the new Star Break receiver. This receives spots, okay? This cool-ass Mewtwo receives spots. Let's get a reading on the exact number of spots already in there so we know how much is left. Jumbo Slab. CS-Min's in there. Oh, it's only 2 people in here. That one really lost all of its... So, like, 4 spots got removed from it. That's crazy. That was when we had that one exciting break and everyone was turning their spots back in to get into the exciting break. All right, so there is a total of 8 spots left on the Jumbo Slab break. Thank you, Andrew Martin, for that order. Next up, we have Mr. Jeff Leon. Jeff Leon, who says, Mr. Ivan tried to get your attention. Never mind, I guess it cannot be done. He says, Mr. I'm not sure that spot was not correct. Oh, you're saying that maybe somebody donated it to you. I don't know. So here's English Pokemon Prismatic Evolutions. All right, give me a second. Here's Prismatic. People do that kind of stuff. Here's Weiss Fujibunko Volume 2, 1 pack. Fujibunko Volume 2. All right. Pokemon Ascended Heroes. Here's one of those. Sneaker Bunko Volume 2. Here's one of those. Pokemon 151 Surprise. Surprise. Surprise is the pricier purple one. Here it is. I need to do a price check on Surprise. You know, we haven't done that in a while. All right, so here it is. Very nice. Let's take a look, Mr. Jeff. How's it going, man? Hope you're having a great day. So we got a Jeff order here. He's trying to snipe. See if we get a snipe. What's good, boss? Hey, what's up, man? This dude worth $1 million in cards? No. What? Why? What? I don't think so. I think I'm probably worth like 20, 30 bucks. Here's this. Bruh. Yeah, the cards went up in price a lot over the years, didn't they? I certainly didn't spend $1 million on Pokemon. Here's, well, for my personal collection, here's Mega Gengar. Wow, dude. 1 pack, 1 Mega Gengar. That was great. Look at that, Jeff. Are you watching? That's a snipe for sure. Wow. That's great. How about this prismatic? Okay, a little black belt training. Easy. Yeah, easy peasy. Epstein had millions of dollars. Wouldn't shock me if he faked his death. Yeah, I guess. I mean, I think that would be tricky to fool so many people, right? It's not impossible. Nowadays, you kind of have to give conspiracy theorists more, like, you know, more leash, because all this Pizzagate stuff ended up being true. It's like every conspiracy theory that everyone mocked has so far been true, right? I don't want to say every, but a lot of them, especially the really hard to believe egregious ones about the eating the children and all that stuff. Some of that stuff ended up being true. So now when you hear someone say something that sounds maybe a little, oh, we can't prove that, you go, maybe. You got to say maybe, because you just don't know. We are. All right. But if he is still alive, he's well hidden. We will find him. Your cards are crazy. Are your cards up for sale? Some of them. Not all of them. Some of them I want to keep. You're a Mega Gengar. I think that's a pretty normal response. I think that's true for a lot of people. I mean, there's a correct price for everything where I go, okay, I got to sell this. I can't keep it. It's too good. The price, the buy price is too good. I believe aliens are real. Apparently, he donated to the Bitcoin founding group of Bitcoin developers. Did you guys hear about that? That was a theory as to why Bitcoin has crashed a little bit. There's been some theories. But one of the theories was the Epstein files came out, and it turned out Epstein had helped Bitcoin in its early years. And maybe people just didn't like that. Look at that. That's kind of nice, huh? Here's a nice one. Look at that Dragonite, huh? It's pretty good. What else do we got that's good? We got a little Charizard. That guy might be like 50 now. I don't know about this Mew. He might be like 20 to 50. And I don't know what... I don't think there's any sales on the Mew. How can you judge the value of it? Yeah, I got kind of pokey rich over the years. But to actually be quote-unquote rich, I would have to sell them into cash. I don't want to do that. I bet you this Gyarados crashes back down to like 50, dude. I bet he crashes back down. I don't even care. I just want to keep it. I just like my card. That was the whole point. I wasn't collecting it so that I could be like, quote, a millionaire. You're not a millionaire if you own that Gyarados. You're a Gyarados heir. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't spend him on a yacht. Not that I would ever own a yacht. But I can't spend him on my mortgage. So it's not real money. It's just a good-looking card. But this is what I did with all my money, was I bought all these cards over the years. I had a guy, he offered to fly out to buy that Gyarados for $110,000. He just told me that. He's talking to me in Instagram. He has just offered to buy this Gyarados for $110,000. I could show you guys the message, but I don't want to reveal his identity. I don't think that would be a very cool thing of me to do. It's a private conversation. But yeah, he just offered $110,000 and to fly out to buy it. And I think he's serious based off of his page. Okay, so I originally bought this guy for $3,200 on 5/22. That's a long time ago. Yeah, I gave up a lot of years of my life to reach this point. This didn't happen overnight, you know. This took a long time. All right, those are a couple cool cards. You guys saw me buy this one. This was one of my recent major purchases. We bought this one for $14,000. I liked it because he's only popped 67, and I just think it looks so wild. The English one's really good too, but I've got 3 of those. And none of the Japanese ones. So now I got one of the Japanese ones. All right, let's keep going, guys. That Pikachu is worth $30. Many of them in sold 25 to 30 on eBay. I'm confused. How's it going, Jordan? My price is $40 for a 1 in 5 odds of a Tag 10 Captain Pikachu. All right, so Edward Cornelio, he says Squirtle break. Oh, you just missed it. It doesn't even matter. You pulled it. Edward, you pulled the Squirtle. Oh my gosh, he was going to buy another spot in the Squirtle, and it didn't even matter. He pulled it. He must be so happy. All right. How'd you even source that Tyranitar? It's not complicated. I just found a guy on eBay, and I asked him if I could buy it, and he said yes. We talked a little price, and then I bought it for $14,000. His original price was $15,000, and I said, would you do $14,000? He's like, all right. It didn't really matter because with taxes, it was $15,000. So I ended up paying $15,000. But there you go. Now you know the story. Got a couple more over here. I can't even find a listing. Yeah, I had been watching for that Tyranitar for years. He only shows up every now and then. He's really hard to find because he's only popped 67, and not a lot of guys sell their Tyranitars. I had a chance to buy him for $8,000 before the Pokemon boom, and I didn't, and it was a big mistake. I should have bought him at that point. And but now I got him, and he just costs more money now. Here's another favorite of mine, Shining Gyarados. Big Gyarados fan here. Got him for $1.3 thousand in 2019. Wow. 2019, that was the time to buy for sure. Then you just had to hold for like 7 years. That takes patience. Most people can't hold stocks or crypto that long, or gold even. They sell. See, this is a mistake for a lot of people is they get impatient and then they sell. So Edward, $40. And now we've got Mr. Edgar Gonzalez. He says 2 spots in the rocket break. You got it, man. All right, I like you, Mr. Edgar Gonzalez. Let's get you into the giveaway slab too, and let's set that giveaway slab up for you guys. Okay. Sorry about your miss on the Squirtle. I've held for 6 months and 5x. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough to, especially when people start showing you dollar bills and saying, hey, I'll buy that. It's hard to not sell. The Rocket booster boxes, everybody always wants me to host a break on Rocket booster boxes, and it takes a lot of self-control. You have to say, I just can't do it. It would be a mistake. I used to have 4 boxes of it, in fact. I used to have 2 boxes of Gym Challenge and 1 box of Gym Heroes. Now I just have the 2 boxes of Gym Challenge. Oops. I sold the Gym Heroes because it doesn't have a Charizard in it. Oops. So, you know, and now I don't have a Gym Heroes box, and I think about that all the time. It makes me sad as hell. But I'm not willing to purchase another one because it makes me nervous. All right, a lot of people going in this pack split, everybody. Let's take a quick look. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. So the pack split is 4 spots away. It's a good item. People like that item. What's your name? My real name's Derek Caton. That's my real name. Although I learned my last name is an adopted last name. My grandfather was adopted. So his real last name was Abernathy. So I think I like that last name a little better because I kind of want to restore the real last name. Here's NHCC. He says, jump me in that Squirtle break. All right, so Edward might have missed the Squirtle break, and Mr. NHCC might have missed that Squirtle break. Here you go. Wow. It is. Nice to meet you, man. Would love to work out a deal in the future. Oh, sure, maybe. Well, like I said, I sell a lot of cards. Recently, I'm also trying to help people sell their cards. So not only do I have mine, but I help people consign their cards too. Like these are all for sale. These are consignment. See the little C in the corner? That's a consignment card. So here are some CardConomist graded cards that Mr. Jimmy returned to me, and he said, hey, help me sell these. But here's some cool cards we're selling for John Lucas, some nice girl signature cards. You can see these for sale in our Discord server. I'm thinking about trying to get these uploaded to the website next. That might be the next step, is to learn how to list these on the website. Wonder if I could teach Alexis that. But here's the problem. We update the prices on those all the time. The prices are constantly updated. So imagine consigning cards, and every time you want to do a price change, you got to go to the website to change it. It would be really tough. But next up, we have Daniel Wiseman, 1 pack of Ascended Heroes, okay, and 4 packs of the Phantasmal Flames. Hey, what's up? Now, did we get a catch on what to do with these? I didn't see it. Let's go get those Phantasmal Flames. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, we got Phantasmal. We're waiting for Charizard to pop out of these Phantasmals already. All right. It'd be nice to have a live tracker for the slabs, or if you need help listing stuff. I have tried that. I've tried remote listing where I send like a picture and someone else lists it. So I've tried that. It's an interesting idea. It wasn't necessarily a failure, but you know what I noticed? The cards seem to sell better when I list them. So I don't know if that's just me being having better luck than the guy who was doing the listing, or maybe I'm a little more competitive or clever with the price or something, but it is tricky to do. It's tricky to have someone else list your items for you. A spot price checker. You'd like, well, you know, if you ever find something for me to purchase and I actually purchase it, like let's say the knowledge was valuable, I definitely give out payments for that. I think the last guy, he told me about these Naruto packs, and I instantly gave him a tip of 40 bucks, even though I didn't advertise that I was doing that. So we've got these wonderful Naruto packs now, guys. We're waiting to pull a 1 of 1 out of here. They're a premium hobby box, and you have a chance for 1 of 1. These are very recent. These just came out. We got them on the menu. Check them out. They're like 54 bucks. They are pricey, but that's because they're a premium product. You ready? All right, so we've got Kilowattrel. We've got Kangaskhan. That popped out of your Ascended Heroes. What is this music? I don't even recognize this. Mega Man Zero. Let's jump over here to Advanced Wars. So it's nice that that guy's working on those woodpecker holes, man. Those woodpecker holes were making the house look really ratty. It costs a lot of money, though. How you feel about tokenized cards? All right, so that's kind of like an NFT or a cryptocurrency, right? It's the same idea. It's just the people get really excited over, you know, cryptocurrencies and NFTs, and they say, hey, what if you could collect like cards that come with like maybe like a unique identifier, maybe a QR code, maybe a string, and that allows you to trade this card token over the internet. It just doesn't seem necessary to me. It's an interesting idea, but again, it doesn't seem necessary. I don't know why. Like, I've got a really great Pokemon card collection, and if you told me it was all tokenized, I'd say, okay, like, what am I going to do with that? Sell the token, but not the card? Sell the token with the card? Why can't I just sell the card by itself? You know, like, I don't need the token. So I feel like people are trying really hard to find use cases for, you know, this software, you know, the decentralized blockchain and all that. People are they're trying very hard to find a use for it because they want to get very excited about it, make money on it, which is the main driver. It is money. There you go, Mr. Daniel Wiseman. You pulled Grimsley's move, Mega Charizard, and Kangaskhan. Very nice. So they're trying to find use cases for it, but I don't think it's a genuine use case. I don't think that you have to have it. It does, you know, it's not required. All right, let's go find your bag. I think that's one of the biggest problems for NFTs is people started to realize, like, what are we doing? Like, somebody has talked me into, somebody has found a way to use Speech 100 on me. Remember Speech 100 from Skyrim, guys? It works in real life, too. There's this thing called Speech 100. It's in real life. And all the people who lost money on NFTs, they were Speech 100. It happened to them. They got, you know? When Bitcoin was at 120,000, and you had these Bitcoin cheerleaders, very similar to the BitConnect guy, saying, oh, it's only going to go up. Bitcoin's going to go from 120,000 to a million or something like that, right? Some whatever crazy number is next. When they were saying that, it'll be 1 million by next year, guys. That's Speech 100. You kind of have to have hardened ears. Your ears have to be like, shut up. Stop telling me that. You know, it doesn't work. You can say anything you want, it'll never convince me of one thing. So you gotta have tough ears to avoid that. Is this a new bag? Thanks, mister. It's in the overflow area, if you remember. Ooh. Okay. Mr. Daniel. I was just looking at the screen, wondering if you would say that. Ta-da! All right, here we go. We got a nice, thick bag. Thank you for helping me find that. I have to remember that. Daniel Wiseman, big fat bag. There we go. So you got to be careful about people using Speech 100 on you. It's a real thing. And so to get a proper analysis on crypto, we need to say, what is its use case? Tokenized cards. What's the use case? What do you need that for? And I can't find a good answer for that. Other than you can trade it over the internet now, I suppose. Here's Beatrice Moniz. Can I please get a spot in the Lightning Pikachu slab? Yes, you can. I bet you that's going to go off pretty fast. I feel the use case is when quality of fakes gets better and there needs to be standards of authenticity. Blockchain could provide that too. It could provide that, right? You actually don't have to have blockchain in particular providing that, right? You don't have to have blockchain for that. Like Pokemon could issue tokenized, let's not call it tokenized. Pokemon, the company, could offer a digital ID for each one of their cards. But you don't have to have a blockchain to do that. Number one, you can just use regular encryption. Number two, how would that actually prove that your card's not fake? Yeah. I mean, unless you were strictly trading digital cards. So let's say you weren't trading the physical version of it that goes with the tokenized string, the hash. Let's say you weren't doing that. There would just be no way to connect that card for certain with the unless there was like the card was like 2 inches thick and you could open it up and it was full of information on the inside or something that you could hide or something. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I agree that something has to be done about cards so that they're so sophisticated that they can't be remanufactured. Because as you know, people take the US dollar, which is a pretty sophisticated piece of paper, and they make fake dollars. So what would stop people from making fake cards, right? So everybody already knows that that's, you know, it's going to be there in the future. The nice thing about my collection is I bought it when it was all cheaper, and it's the same collection it's always been, so it's never going to get swapped out. But yeah, in the future, you could run into problems of authenticity that even the grading companies don't have, you know, the ability to use forensic science to detect the difference of, but we'll have to see about that. Ivan Rodriguez on the Jumbo Slab. You got it, man. All right, Jumbo Slab time. Ivan Rodriguez. That is the new Star Spot receiver, so it will go eventually. No matter what, it will go, though. Fakes just get better. I'm seeing slabs that have same certs as real cards. Yeah, and there's going to be a lot of that in the years coming because of the value of them. So you're going to see a whole lot of that. You're going to see a lot of fakes. You're going to see fake PSA slabs. I got duped by one. It was like an $800 Nami. It was an $800 Nami manga slab, and I bought it over a year ago, and that seller's gone. He's not even on eBay anymore. So he got me. He stole $800 from me as a company. So that's a loss for me. And there's just going to be tons of that going on for a while. And yeah, they might make a more sophisticated kind of cardboard or something as a result. Here's Arturo Perez, $100 for the slab away. You got it, man. Whoa, that's a lot of money, Mr. Arturo. I appreciate it, man. Arturo, picking up that second job, huh? Getting those hours in. So it says Chainsaw Man Power Signature First Edition from December. Let's go looking for that. So I think he just finished that. It's a cool signature, man. Okay. Great job. Now you can hold on to that and see where it goes over time. There it is. Okay, it's a Haymeyer card. We didn't already pay him out. So he needs to be paid out now. All right. What's his first name? I don't remember. Let's go find not the bounty, the store credit cards. People getting robbed at gunpoint. Yeah, actually, you know, that's a serious subject too. One of the things I've been doing, I've been sending, the majority of my collection has been going to PSA. And right now I'm making tough decisions on what to keep at home. But if we scroll up, you can see, here, let's close this. All right. If I show you this real fast on screen, I now have 489 cards in the vault. 489. So all that's been removed from my home. It used to be in my home. Look at this. Legendary Collection Charizard. He's now in the vault. So you're seeing me move as much of my wealth as I can into that vault. And I'm still making decisions about what stays and what goes. But it's because I think it's reached that point where, you know, you don't want to have anymore. You don't want to have your stuff in your own home at some point. And there is some scariness to it. Like, I now have to trust, PSA to not screw that up and to not steal. I don't think they would, because really, you know, having trust with the vault like that, that's a golden goose for sure. But you never know. You never know. All right, so Anthony Haymeyer. PSA could do it. That already sets a precedent for them to get tokenized. I don't think it does. Like, again, what does the tokenization actually do for the physical card? I don't think it does anything. So this is going to say 20. It's always crypto guys looking for a use case for crypto, but what does it actually do for the card? So that's 20, and then he's going to get a cut from this. Give me a second. So this is a consignment card that I just finished selling for Anthony Haymeyer, everybody. If you want help selling your cards, I can do that. Okay. There we go. Oops, throw this away. Fire flood damage. No, but I'm saying, like, okay, like if you had a token of Gold Star Gyarados. Here, let's pull up this Tyranitar. All right, so here he is. I actually want this. It's a real card. It exists. Let's say you make a token of that. Now what? This card's not safe just because there's a token of it. So do you just want to, oh, he's working on this side of the house now. So do you just want a token that you just trade back and forth, and the token is an NFT that looks like a card? I mean, you can do that. They already did it. It's called NFTs. You can do an NFT that looks like a Pokemon card if you want. But that's a digital item. That's not actually a card. It's just an image, actually. So, you know, if you want to trade images back and forth, you can do that. It's called NFTs. It already exists. And they have not performed well. People did not want an image on their computer, it turns out. They do want this. But when you tokenize this, when you create a digital copy of it, how does that protect this card? That doesn't do anything for this card. It still needs to go into the PSA vault. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's about to get real noisy over here, guys. Okay. So let's remove this from the list. Mr. Arturo, congratulations on that. Next up, we got... Oh, hold on. Let me make sure this is the oldest order. Hold on. Let me hit a little refresh over here. So that's done. Let me hit refresh on the website as well. People are buying packs crazy, I noticed. My crypto is intangible until I sell it. That's the thing about collecting. It's tangible. Okay, so here's a Nicholas Pacheco order. And then over here, here's Alan Doan. Alan Doan has the older order. Alan Doan, 1 box, Japanese Heatwave Arena. Okay, let me set this to the side. And let me go get Heatwave Arena. I'll be right back, guys. 1 whole box. You got it. Oh, yeah. All right, here we are. Poor birds. I'm going to miss them. Yeah. There were definitely birds chirping in the wall. All right. Nothing feels better than opening a whole box of something. Oops. Fix that real fast. All right. The new wave of Pokemon fans are buying them. They're more knowledgeable about Pokemon in general. There we go. Boom. Hey, bro, would love to buy. A card gets misshipped. Then what? Okay. Grab that. Set this here. Just my perspective. I don't think that there's any proof that fans of Pokemon are buying, you know, NFTs of Pokemon cards. I don't think Pokemon issues NFTs of Pokemon. Here we are. All right. Ooh. Ooh. Let's say Pokemon issued a collectible digital card. You wouldn't need an NFT for that. You could just... There's no need for it to be tokenized. That was one of my other arguments. So people get really addicted to the word like blockchain and tokenization and all that, decentralization. People get addicted to that peer-to-peer concept. There's no ledger. You don't have to ask anyone's permission. You know what I mean? But actually, when a product is centralized, you get the actual brand security, of a big corporation that has billions of dollars and a fleet of software engineers to protect your goods, right? So it's like, why did I ever need peer-to-peer to buy Pokemon cards? PayPal exists. And yeah, PayPal takes a fee, but PayPal does a very good job. And their fee is actually smaller than crypto anyways. Crypto is it's ironically, it's a more expensive fee. So you want to talk about digital Pokemon cards, you know, maybe you could talk about the Pokemon collector app or whatever it's called. I don't know what it's called, where you can play the game digitally online. But that doesn't have the same prestigiousness to it as actually collecting, you know, this stuff over here. So it's just it's a different thing, and I don't think it's going to, you know, I don't think anyone's ever going to pay that much for a picture of a Pokemon card, even if it is backed up by the Pokemon company. But it's the fact also that the Pokemon company can change its mind about how you have access to that digital image. And then if you tokenize it, Pokemon's just not going to tokenize Pokemon and say, okay, anyone can own this, but now it's not ours. Now it's not under our jurisdiction anymore. So you're not going to see that with Pokemon. Maybe you will see it with like some new made up card set. But okay, so congratulations. You've got this decentralized peer-to-peer image of a card collectible that you've created. What now? Like, you're just trading NFTs. That's ultimately all it is. It's just NFTs. And I think people voted that they didn't care for that. Maybe there's still a market for NFTs. But how do you get the NFT to be culturally relevant, which is how, you know, cards reached this unusual price range. They didn't reach the price range because people love, you know, images on a piece of cardboard. They reached this price because of the cultural prestige of owning a nostalgic item by a culturally relevant brand. So you would have to talk Pokemon into quote unquote tokenizing Pokemon cards, and they're just never going to do that. What they might do is they might keep digital Pokemon cards on the, you know, play this online digital Pokemon game app. They might dabble with that. I don't think those, again, I don't think those will ever reach the value of the physical card that you really do own. You know, once you open the pack and you put the card into your pocket, Nintendo can't come to your house, knock on the door, and take it away. But, you know, they can do that with the software anytime they want. They can say, you know what, we've changed our decision on how we allow you to trade or sell your digital Charizard. We don't like that the digital Charizard's selling for $100,000, and we're scared about hacking. We're scared about, you know, we're scared about people doing things with it that we didn't want, we didn't intend. So, you know, we're revoking your access to the image. Or, okay, we're revoking your ability to trade the image. Actually, we saw this. Oh, it's going to be really loud. We saw this happen with CSGO. Remember CSGO? They changed one thing with the knives and the gloves or something like that. Sorry, guys. It's going to be really noisy for a while. Like what Counter-Strike did. Precisely like what Counter-Strike did. And, you know, how Nintendo is with their IPs. They're very protective, and I would argue that you have some of the highest risks of them being intrusive with digital cards. So I don't know, like, if I had $1 million today, how many virtual Nintendo cards would I buy versus how many of the real cards would I buy? I'd probably just go buy real cards, put them in a safe somewhere. All right, what we got? Just a couple more packs. Boy, that's really loud. You gotta be louder, mister. Start shouting. I hear you. It doesn't have to be blockchain. Yeah, what's the grading marking even the intention with Pokemon? All right. Ooh. I like Electivire. I think he's a great design. All right. There we have it. Alan Doan. Thank you, Mr. Allen. Okay. People do buy Pokemon Go app accounts still. Yeah, that's a really interesting thing, too. But that goes against their... doesn't that go against their rules to do that? I'm pretty sure you're not legally allowed to do that. Like, it goes against their, what do they call that? Their, I can't remember the term. All right, so you end up with the doggy, the Mastiff. Here's Shaman. I think Shaman's a great artwork. Here's Misty's Lapras. I actually think that's really nice as well. And Electrike? No. What's his name? I can't remember his name. There's too many Pokemon, man. Sounds like a dying car. He's repairing woodpecker holes. We are. It's really nice. Let's set this over here and go find your bag. Alan Doan. Electrike. Oh, I actually got that correct. That's funny. Wow, my brain told me to second guess it. There you go. So you got your stuff open in the portion of the stream with the noise. Okay, take a look at this, guys. So the Pikachu's already got his first spot sold. I didn't write that down. Pikachu. Boom. It's weird. Didn't somebody else buy a spot in here? Am I remembering that wrong? All right. Nicholas Pacheco is next. Nicholas says, Japanese white flare, 10 packs. You got it. All right. Did you guys watch the little video I put out? I put out a video earlier. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's a question and answers channel in our Discord server where you can go ask any question you want, and I'll be making a follow-up video for that. Do you have any shiny Charizard? Do you mean like the Neo shiny Charizard, or are you referring to any Charizard that is shiny? Let's see. I think I have both, actually, to answer your question. I think it's over in my box. So obviously the Gold Star Charizard is shiny, right? That's what makes the card cool. But actually, I have the Neo Destiny one. Let's see. I think I just had this over here. Thank you guys for joining into that break. Yes. Look at that. Edward is still enjoying himself. He pulled the Squirtle. Can't believe that. It's crazy. Edward, you've been really lucky recently. Here's Nicholas Pacheco. Let's go ahead and start sneaking this. Happy Friday morning, by the way, guys. How you doing? It's 12:39. Not exactly morning time, but sort of. If you're in California, it's still kind of morning time. There we go. The Shining Charizard. Mister, I appreciate you hosting it. Yes, we have the next one up already. It's Captain Pikachu. If you missed the Squirtle, you might jump into the Captain Pikachu. We also have the Jumbo Slab. He is the new star recipient. This guy right here. Take a look at that. So there's only 3 people in here, not 6 people. That's because people pulled back out when we had a hot break. It was one guy had a couple spots in here. He's like, wait, put me in the hot break. So we need about 7 new people in here. And then this giant thing goes off. It's really cool. It's actually old. So you got to appreciate this. This is 2019. That's quite old now. 7 years old, if you're not counting. But that's a big deal, actually. Just woke up, so it's still morning. Yes. Here's Basculin. This is for Nicholas Pacheco. You got the little Stoutland. He's cute. Okay. What breaks do you have currently? We can go over all the breaks if you guys would like. Here we are. I feel personally that breaks are a better way to acquire cards if you're looking for an RNG product. So you can acquire slabs in multiple ways. You can just go buy a slab off the market. You can just go buy one. But if you're looking to have a little, entertainment, if you're looking to flip a coin, if you're looking to roll dice, you got to try some of these breaks. Because a lot of people just open these booster packs like this, and it doesn't really play out that well most of the time. But with what's interesting about our slab breaks, someone always does walk away with a big hit. It's like guaranteed. It is. All right. There we go. There's Declan. So, for example, this round right here was $80. And what we pulled out of the $80 was these guys right here. And there's probably an SR or SIR in the box somewhere, but it might be off-centered. It might not be a very good one. You still have to pay to grade it. Well, with the breaks, the payment for the grading's already done. They're already back. They're already 10. And it's already a chase card. So that's why I started offering the breaks, because I sat down one day and I did the math and I said, oh my gosh, slabs are undervalued. It's so hard to get lucky in the box, So I said, we got to start offering an RNG product with these slabs. That's what GameStop did too. So GameStop, they didn't copy me, but they probably came to the same conclusion that there's a great market for RNG products for slabs. And so they've got their own thing. And we've been hosting breaks for almost 7 years. We've been hosting breaks for almost 7 years now. So we've been doing it a very long time. And I think I've helped a lot of people acquire a lot of nice cards that way. Here's Nicholas. Yes, I've been hosting it for 7 years. Let's see. Oops. That's a pretty good record, isn't it? Actually, this channel is one of the oldest rip and ships on the internet, and we're still going. We stream about 5 to 6 hours a day, every single day, except for Sundays. We used to do Sundays. We used to stream for 7 days a week. Now it's just 6 days a week. Isn't that crazy? Maybe I should go back to it. All right. I mean, the market's as hot as ever, isn't it? What are the breaks? Let's show the breaks off now. You ready? So we got Nami, obviously, with 3 spots left. Here's the new Captain Pikachu. Here is the Heartbreak, which moved yesterday by 1 spot. 12 spots remain. It's a pretty big card, graded 10. Here's the Trade Slab. So you can get rid of your junk cards. You can trade them in toward this Squirtle. There's only 2 spots left. You just need about $5 worth of junk. You can trade good cards, too. I don't care. You can trade whatever you want. But that's the Trade Slab. It's vintage Squirtle. Here is the very nice Legendary Collection Psyduck 8. That's what you're going to get. With cards like this, you're not going to get 10s on the table. They're going to be 7s, 6s, 8s, 5s, 3s. And then here is the Mega Nidoking, probably one of the coolest cards available. He's been moving surprisingly quickly. He is already almost up to 4 out of 10. Makes me wonder if anyone will buy a spot outright. But here it is, 3 spots in that sub list. Okay, so he's a pretty big deal. And then here we have the pack split. This pack split has, I think, 3 spots left in it. People have been buying the pack split. They have. So the pack split's been on the move. Okay. Let's spread these out a little bit. All right, the Pikachu Lightning Break's brand new. He has a chance to suddenly go off. And, okay, so I'm not done. There's a couple more items you need to know about. You need to know about this Astral Radiance, which has 4 people in it. So that's already 4 deep. And you need to know about Danky Kong here. Here's Danky Kong. $40, 1 in 10. Beautiful. This is really nice. He's from 1982. He has no X on the box, and it's been authenticated by a vintage Topps box authenticator. Pretty neat. So that can go on your shelf. You can display that in your collection room, your card room, your video game room. Show it to your cool uncle. Show him your rare fish. And then there's one last break that you need to know about. The new Star Receiver, this jumbo card. So this jumbo card, no matter what, is going off. It's just a gigantic card. From Sun and Moon. I've showed it off like 20 times in a row now. So there we have it. Those are the breaks. Mister, I'm looking for a Lily's Best Effort. I don't even think I've heard of that. Lily's Best Effort. I actually did just sell a Lily card. Lily's Best Effort. Wow, that's an old one. From that's basically from Cosmic Eclipse. They didn't call it that in Cosmic Eclipse. It had a different name. I can't remember what it was called. Lily's Best Effort. Let me show you the Lily card I just sold. It sold for a lot of money. You're going to be surprised. You ready? So here it is. Okay, this item is sold. I listed it here on the table probably for like $75 or $100 or something like that. That's Lily and Lunala. $450 sold. So if you guys were sitting on the sidelines on this card when it was up on this table for $100, you missed out. It was a really good deal. That's a confirmed sale. $450. Lily Lunala. Because of course it's going to sell for a lot of money. It's a hyper rare Lily card. No one owns it. Almost no one owns that Lily, and no one ever will. The card itself is rare. And so, you know, there's Lily fans out there, and they're going to pay whatever they got to pay to obtain that. Pretty cool, right? Jumbo Pack and Binder Break are probably the most fun. Right, so here is the Binder Break, by the way, guys. You want me to put another card in the Binder Break? Let's stick another card in there. I've been putting cards in there all day. Let's see. If I can pick some cards up out of this box, that'd be nice. There we go. Okay, let's see. How about this beautiful gentleman? So we got this beautiful Charmander right here. We'll place this guy in here, okay? So he go in there. And then these need to go in a bag. Bag time. Set these here. This needs to go here. The Binder Break. It's full of like stuff and things. I'm also looking for Lily's Determination. I recognize that too, but I don't remember what that's from. Like Ultra Prism or something? Is that Ultra Prism? Oh, what the hell? What is this card doing here? Here, have another card. So this card can go in there too. That's a High Dragon. All right. Now, I was going to put this into the binder break, but there's already one in there. That exact card is already in the binder break. The binder break, it's like this cool fat lump of cards. You can do whatever you want with it. I think it's fun when the binder break goes off. It's fun knowing that somebody took all those cards home, you know? Let's see. Let's take this guy out. All right. Ooh, look at how that changes the color of the screen. I hate that. All right, so what we got here? We got, come on, we need help. Here's the Tempest, a bad omen. Here's Ash's Sacrifice. Here's Rescuing Poopachu. And here's The Fight Rages. There we go. All right. What do we got here? 5 cards. Let's put all of them in. Let's get crazy. Let's do a little nice thing with this. Let's get a little bit crazy. I probably would be better off just grading those, but we're going to stuff them in here. That just came out of an abandoned bag, by the way. So there we have it. So now we got Charizard. These are all Topps Pokemon over there. That was all added. There's a premium Weiss Schwartz Marvel card, Doctor Strange. Here's a little Boobies Grenade Girl. Here's a little Mickey Cardos from Bandai Namco. Here's a Bullet Bill. We've just been adding stuff. Some Naruto. I like this 25th anniversary Litten Hollow. That's pretty cool. I think we added the Electrike while we were live, didn't we? Same with the Roselia. Those are from 2022. Those are 4-year-old hollows. Here's a little Boo. It's fun. Just cool stuff, right? And hey, you know, maybe you find like 5, 6, 7 gradable 10s in here. I don't know. Maybe you find one even. I think if you pulled this and you got a single gradable 10 in there, the whole thing's worth it. All right. I just got tons of cards like that laying around, and I've never really had a way to liquidate them. I was going to put them in this product called the Pokebras. Do you guys remember the Pokebras? Oh, let's put Mr. Andrew Martin back in. We had the Pokebras, but nobody was buying the Pokebras, and I think a lot of it came down to nobody really knew what was in the Pokebras, so that was a big part of it, I think. Gotta go. See you later, Mr. Gregory. What does this stuff mean? What's this Chanel about? Hey, what's up, Mr. Kim? K-E-M. We're a digital card shop, a live card shop. So we're just doing our regular rounds. We're just selling cards like we've always been selling them. This is a Rip and Chip channel for collectible cards. That's right. All right, so I'm checking the queue right now, and it might be empty, actually. All right, the queue is empty. So since the queue is empty, I'm going to go ahead and put some more slabs up on the table. We got a lot of slabs to rotate through. There we go. The Doodle Dimension. I got to check and see if this is underpriced, because we actually sold a card just like this for $100 on eBay. SpongeBob Topps Chrome Doodle. Okay, the cheapest one's $150. Let me check sold. All right, that doesn't really help. Let's check all SpongeBob cards. Topps Chrome SpongeBob. So, no, I think we're probably underpriced. I think this could be 100 easily. We actually sold a SpongeBob card ourselves for 100. So this will be jumping up to 100 where it should have been initially. I don't know what I based it off of last time, because I probably couldn't find one for sale. All right, so there's that. Here's Sudowoodo for $30. I'm just going to keep him at 30. You guys can have him for 30. He's a cute little card. I'm not going to look him up. This card's a potential trade slab, so he's just waiting for the other one to go off. But we'll leave him at 35. I think that's fair. Oh, that's really nice. Pokemon Go Pikachu. I keep talking about how the Pokemon Go collection has so many good reverse hollows in it. So people don't talk about how good it is for that reason. And when does all that mean on the table? I also want Vaporeon Prismatic. Ooh, that's a good one. So this guy is still $75. He has not changed. Okay. We have this Zack full art card from Final Fantasy. I wonder what this is worth. Only 39, huh? I think I'm going to leave it at 39. I feel like I recently priced this one too. I don't feel like it's been a long time. Scooby buns. Wow. Let me check this Umbreon because he looks like he should be $100. Maybe not. I mean, he's a common. No. He shouldn't be $50. Actually, he should be cheaper. He should be $40. He just looks nice. He looks nice. It's not an English card. It's a... maybe it turned out a lot of people graded this. All right, so he's updated. He's 2 dots. Wow, that's really nice. That's really nice. BF. Oh, Black Friday. So this is some booby card, huh? Black Friday booby card. And Black Friday is over. Oh, that's the wrong sleeve. We need the fat sleeve. Open 100 of singles and not one chase. I'd hit multiple chase if I just opened booster box. 100% done opening singles. What do you mean by that with singles? Do you mean like buying singles off the internet from sellers who are selling singles? And when you say hit, do you mean like singles that are capable of grading 10? Could you give us more details about what you're referring to? Because I've long advocated for people to just open boosters, because I feel that the people who sell singles on the internet are just kind of like tricking you. Like what they're doing is they're picking out all the bad singles and listing them on eBay. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like that's what happens. Oh, loose packs on the internet. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. 100%. Probably not everybody who sold singles hosed you down, but most of them probably did. There must be so many searched and weighed singles on the internet right now. They're all hoping that you'll buy them. They're like, yeah, go ahead, buy my single. There's nothing in it. Come on, buy it, bro. Buy it, bro. So we're going to raise this price up to 35. We're not really going to make this very expensive. It didn't sell for 30. Of course, it might not have been on the table for very long for 30, but we'll place that on the table for 35 now. Not weighed, off the shelf from the store, hundreds. Mister, put me on the bounty break. The bounty break. For what, the Squirtle? All right, you got it, man. Should I trade a raw 151 Charizard for the Vaporeon or get it later and keep the Zard? Well, I don't know what the Charizard is. I know the Vaporeon's Prismatic Vaporeon. All right, this shall say Edward. Good luck in there, Mr. Edward. There we go. I will only do booster box if I ever open again. That's probably smart. Booster box require a larger buy-in, but they give you a safer chance for a hit, for sure. Okay, there's the bounty. Good. Again, we still haven't chosen the bounty, but it's still filling up. It's kind of funny. Let's say refresh over here. Hit rates and everything, but booster box is just total crap. Yeah, there's probably some scenarios where like it's legit and it's not been messed with, but it's crazy how often the product has been tampered with by the shop owner. I bet, either the shop owner or the customers in the shop, or just somebody out there might have tampered with the singles. So buy the box. It's a great way to open, but again, it takes so much money. I have seen people open singles and do well. Like I watched a guy on YouTube, and he bought a Legendary Collection booster pack, and he pulled out 2 Charizards from it, and it was just 1 pack. So it does happen. It's just, you have to think it's pretty rare for it to happen just for the fact that you're only buying 1 pack. Like if you buy a whole booster box, you're going to see a higher hit rate just because you're opening 30 at a time or 36 at a time. You know what I mean? So it's bound to happen, and it'll make it look like it's a much better system. Here, let's make the, let's see what's in here. Okay, let's see. Ooh. So here's some evolutions. And let's get these tossed up into the binder break. So what do we have here? Eevee, Jolteon, Espeon, Leafeon, and Vaporeon. Those are pretty cute. Let's put these up in the binder break as well. You still left Ancient Origins break on the menu. Yeah, let's get that taken down real fast. We got to remove Ancient Origins. Ancient Origins is sold out. We did that box break. It was really exciting. Let's see. Vintage box break. We're going to remove... What's this $40 Battle Styles? That's gone too. That's so funny. So all that is gone. We're going to delete the whole thing. Hit save on that. And then we're going to head over to the website. Website time. Because I bet you Ancient Origins might be up there as well. The Charizard Scarlet and Violet 151 SIR. Doesn't every booster box have an SIR? Yes, well, Japanese, yes. Oh, it looks like Ancient Origins is already off the website. Maybe it was never placed on the website. Tammy took AO off the website. Nice. Tammy's pretty helpful, huh? Hey, let's go ahead and set up this giveaway now, since we have a second to breathe. Let's set it over here. And we're going to hit refresh. God, I love this song. This song's so nice. And I think I said I was going to put Edgar Gonzalez up here, and I'm going to honor that real fast. So Edgar Gonzalez. He went deep on that Squirtle and then he missed. Sorry, man. Hopefully you pull this guy so you get a free second guaranteed chance in there, right? Other people have to get lucky and have their names pulled. 18, 19, 20. All right. So we got up to 20. Miss Alexis is coming in today. I hope she is. I should tell her that. Plenty of shipping. Yeah, I'm going to text her that. I need to save up. Then I can do another break. Oh, yeah, you're here now, Todd Peters. Would you like to see your pulls? Let's see. I remember that now. Okay, let me jump over here. Okay, he says, sure. So, Mr. Todd Peters, let me grab your bag. So, you were in that Ancient Origins break. Do-do-do-ba-do-ba-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Ooh, Doodle Bob. I can turn into a skyscraper. Ah, you pulled an EX. You're actually lucky. You got Hoopa EX. Wow, look at you, man. Cool. And then Gardevoir was your other pull. Looks a little off-center. Looks a little off-center. Looks a little top-heavy. And there are your comments. Okay, so Hoopa, he's a serious business. Here's the back of the card. Not looking too bad. Maybe a little top-heavy. All right. Is it center? Doesn't look like it. Might be off-center. All right. I'm so addicted to this music because I played it so much when I was a kid. So, what else shall I work on? Let's grab Brett Love's box here. We need to grab some Brett Love cards for grading. Brett Love needs some grading. Oh, those are pretty cool. I like checking these real fast. Let's check those real fast for him. Low punny. Trying to get this guy 10 cards that he can grade and feasibly get a 10 on. Let's see what we got here. I'm going to help him out because he's been very nice to me over the years. Not over the years, but over the time he's been here ordering cards. Oh, these are great looking. Bottom is too thin. Okay, that's closer. That's a back look. Ooh, pretty close. Okay, so these stamped cards are not bad. Although I don't think it's the most expensive card he could grade, you know what I'm saying? I would send the tops. I don't know if it's such a good idea to send tops to tag grading. They've been so harsh on all of my tops cards. So it kind of scares me. Bounty break, you got to choose one. I did get subgrading. Mr. Ken Yasend of the Poker Growlithe to PSA using store credit. So you have a Poker Growlithe and you'd like to use store credit to send it off to grade. Who are we sending it to? PSA? Okay, so we've got a second card for Mr. Brett. It's going to be that Tyranitar. Dooby-dooby-dooby, Scooby-dooby-doo. Dooby-dooby-dooby-dooby-dooby. Let's see. Oh, you'd be in this box. Did you say Beckett is taking a while right now? Oh, yeah. Beckett's taking years, bro. This is Jimmy Tourette's, correct? What is all this? Oh, these are junk pack cards. I was like, that's a lot of cards. It's a lot of unsleeved cards. So we got Jimmy Tourette's. Did you say you had a poker card? Wait, let me look at that again. Was it in here? It was. Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. We are. I can do that for you. It's a used one, okay? I hope I don't regret for paying more. I paid more for grading. Here we are. All right, so there's that. I never choose the faster grading options with the grading companies. I always let them go nice and slow. Hey, Louie, any BGS non-black label? Poe. Poe? What do you mean by Poe? You mean pristine? Jimmy Torres. PSA. Ba-doo-boo-boo. Oh, One Piece? Ooh, that's a really specific thing you're asking. I actually did have a One Piece card. I ended up selling it on eBay for like $2,000, so I don't have it anymore. Pokemon BGS 10 slabs, regular, not black label. Can be English or Japanese, any. You know, we might have some BJ. Have you checked our Discord server, the All Slabs channel and stuff? We might have something. I actually can't think of anything off the top of my head. I can show off the pricey slabs. You guys want to see all the pricey slabs for a moment? All right. Put this here. Okay, so that drops down to 0.5. Growlithe Poker, that's Redback Poker, that's going off. He's a cool card. Now, you were saying, oh yeah, so let me show off some cool cards for you, Mr. Louie, since you're here. And all you guys might be interested in these. It is Friday after all. So these are ready for slab away. We got Poker Magikarp, Cardconomist Dark War Turtle for 320. That sounds like a lot, but I think the PSA 10's like double that price, isn't it? It's like 600. So our price is half. We're priced like a 9. Here's Haunter, 8.5. Here's Jolteon Spectra. 2 PSA, back centering. This needs to be in the box where I just, here it is. Found it. Okay. Oh, this one too. Oh, and this one. Look, this is PSA's fault. They actually broke this. So I'm just going to resubmit it. I don't care. I'm not going to like go through the whole process of getting my card fixed by them. I'm too lazy. All right, that's in there properly. Ooh, Mega Metagross Poker. That's cool, man. So that's a mega card. I have 1,000 to spend now for any BGS 10 slabs, not black label, Pokemon or Dragon Ball only. Dragon Ball? I don't think I have any Dragon Ball. Here's a nice one. Trainer Red from the yellow deck, huh? I don't even think I should be selling this. I don't think this should be for sale. Doesn't make any sense. He's so rare. Sending this guy back here. Doesn't even make sense. That guy's going off to the vault. Here's Megalodios for 600 and Beedrill for 200. We've got Nidoking. And now what are these? Oh yeah, these are meant to be cracked and regraded. You know, I ought to have a bigger box for that. It's a regrade box. You know, actually I have a ton of slabs I'm cracking and regrading. Here is CGC 10 Pichu. Here's a nice Snorlax. Here's a leaf green Eevee. You know, it's funny, if I put all these poker cards on eBay, they'd probably all be selling right now because my poker cards have been selling on eBay easily. Kingdra is pretty cool. Oh, this is so weird. This is Pop 2 German Voltalam. I had to put that on eBay. Doesn't make sense to sell it here. Pristine Coughing for 200. Look at that. Cool. I wonder if I can send it to like Beckett for try to get a black label. This should not even be for sale. It just doesn't make any sense. Shouldn't be for sale. This card's off to the vault. Away he goes. Doesn't make any sense. Here's a cool Topps Tentacruel. I might keep some Topps cards over here because I noticed there's this problem where you send Topps cards to PSA and they don't take a very good picture. Like, they take a picture with the scanner, but then it looks like they're not even holographic. And I'm like, that's a problem. Here's Palkia. Give me your best English PSA 10s in your personal on discount. Yeah, here's Abra. Let's see. Here's, ooh, this is really cool. So this is gold deck scissor, and this is silver deck scissor. And these are part 2. So see how it says part 2 up there? So gold deck part 2 and silver deck part 2. This is really cool. All right. Here is a lovely Squirtle. So I guess I have a Squirtle left. That one's pretty serious, actually. You know, someone might claim this one. Squirtle, I could see him going. Here's Metapoo. All right. He graded 10 with tag. I'm sure he'll grade 10 with PSA. Oh, we do have a one-piece Cobra. Cool. All right. That's neat. What's this? Ah, that's a big card right there. Look at that. So that is Charmander 10 for 600. Oops. Okay. Here's Checklist 4 Cardos. Wow. This is kind of a serious card, too. It looks like I took the price tag off of it. Is this going off to the vault? I think this is going to go off to the vault. All right. There's no price tag on it. I don't know why. Ooh, we just got this one back. Cubone Expedition base 10. God, I love that card. That might have to go to the vault, too. Here's a Lantern. All right. So what's crazy about the PSA vault is you can just consign them to eBay from the vault and just ask a ridiculous price if you wish, and it just doesn't matter at that point. They can just hang around there. So that's some of the expensive slabs for sale. I'm over here stealing some of the expensive slabs. You should have snatched them. Let me close this. I got to plug in the... Gonna hit the LCS up later to flex. No BGS 10. Got it. There it is. Not in that box. I don't know if I have some in this box too. We occasionally get BGS returns. There we go. Let's see. We've got, here's a nice Noctowl. Oh, that's a Pokemon Center Noctowl. Cool. Here's Clefable 10. Here is a lovely Giratina. Ooh, Topps Halo 2 Master Chief. Am I going to regret selling that one? This is a Staff Tyranitar. Here is Pristine Electrode. Here's Typhlosion Staff. Some of these prices may need to be looked up because they might have gone up or down. Ooh, here's a serious card. Special Illustration Rare Jolteon. Cool. Ooh, Pristine. Look at that. So there's Pristine Ionowatrel and Pristine Inteleon. Cool. I'm just showing off the pricey slabs because it's a good moment to show them off. Ugh. The Gengar is a price because you sold it to me. You should put my name on it. Here's a Light Flareon. That's nice. Here's a Blastoise. Ooh. Here's Coughing. Ah. So here is a Black Label Beckett 10 Garchomp, but I don't think I should sell this even. I don't think this should be for sale. I don't think it should be for sale for 2,000. I mean, I just sold a Final Fantasy card for 2,000, and that card's not even, like, well-known. 2,000 is too cheap, probably. It probably needs to be a little higher than that, unless I'm mistaken. Let me see if I'm mistaken. It's crazy how we go back over these cards, and I feel myself go, why are you even selling this? All right, so we're BGS 10 Garchomp. Let's see what the cheapest Black Label Garchomp is. There is one Black Label Garchomp for sale on eBay for $50,000. So this has to come down. This can't be for sale for $2,000. It's too cheap. We were getting ready to do our rotations on this channel. Let's see, where's that Garchomp? I want to mark this as Garchomp gone. Garchomp gone. Electivire gone. Red gone. I don't know if you guys have known this, but the poker cards are going pretty insane right now. Here's Ekans. Ekans gone. Let's see. Pretty sure that Mewtwo is sold. Yeah, he's sold. Okay. He's already been marked that way. So this card, wow, that's fun, man. I guess I'll put them back into a sleeve for now. I don't know what to do with them yet. I thought you said you were gifting it to me, NHCC. Not English and not original. It's anniversary. Oh, yeah. I mean, if this was an actual... Think about it. If this was an actual Platinum era card, level Level X vintage Garchomp, it'd be like 50,000. It wouldn't be 2,000. They're not even $2,000 as a PSA 10 anymore. If you go to the PSA 10s, they're like 5 or 7 or 10,000. Yeah, if this was black label Level X Garchomp, it'd have to be like, no, I don't know how much it would be. It wouldn't be for sale at all. And anyways, this one's not going to be for sale. So this one's going to be put away quietly as well. Here we are. All right. Those black labels are pretty ridiculous, aren't they? We have a cool, I show it off from time to time, a Latios Latios. Let me show it real fast. We have a black label Latios Latios. Oh yeah, look at this. SGC Gengar, he's cool, man. Where is, oh yeah, here we go, check this out. So we have a black label Charizard and black label Hello Kitty, meow, and is this it? Ah, here it is. Take a look at that. These are being displayed in my BGS protectors. I sell these on eBay. I should get them on the website. They have to be shipped immediately. But take a look at this. They can't be shipped with your other cards. That's not bad, huh? Just when you think I don't have more cards, I got more cards just hiding somewhere in like a box. How many cards I got, you know? Man, why did I even offer this for sale? It's ridiculous. It's so impossible to get a 10 on anything. Crazy. Mister, I want all your Japanese BGS ones, but only the My Little Pony ones. Where'd you get the Latios? I bought it for $4,000. So this is Chinese, but Chinese investors are pretty serious. So one of the things I did different from other people, when the Chinese cards came out, I took it very, very seriously because I know the Chinese economy is so strong and it's not about to change. Like, it's the second best economy in the whole world. It's pretty close to our economy. And so I took it very seriously. I said, hey, if these guys got into Pokemon and they're currently not into Pokemon, it could be a big deal. So I actually do value Chinese cards. And let's see if we can find something like that. Black label Latios. I don't know if there's another one. I doubt there is. So there's like a Tag Bolt Hyper Rare, but this is not the Hyper Rare. This is the actual desirable alt art. I don't know what I'd list that one for sale. Somebody almost bought it from me. It was a gentleman who almost bought it for me for, I think he was going to buy it from me for $10,000. I can't remember what the amount we agreed on was. But he ended up not paying it. Over time, it became an abandoned slab. Like, he had like over a full year to pay it down, and he didn't like even make any payments. But here's the funny part. Near the end of that year, he's like, actually, I'd like to keep it. And it's like, you look it up, and you know all the black labels have jumped, you know? It's like, bro, you've had time. Actually, take a look here, guys. Here's what I actually paid on it. Are you ready? $1,368. Do you think I did good? That was back in 2023. $1,368. When this sells on eBay for $40,000, I'll let you know. That's crazy, dude. Yeah, that was a really, really, really good decision. But, you know, a lot of people wouldn't touch the Chinese cards because they're very sort of like, I don't know what the word would be. They make like rules up in their head about what's good and what's bad, and I don't have those rules. I like to explore. I like to experiment. That's where all of my luck has come from. I do what other people are not doing, and it works. Not always, but a lot of the time. Surprisingly, a lot of the time. Wow, these are beautiful. Are these also in the expensive slabs box? Wow, look at that Giratina. That's beautiful. All right, let me go ahead and put these down. It doesn't look like we have much BGS 10 left, Mr. Louie, but we do get BGS 10s from time to time because we have like BGS submissions. The last BGS submission, we got a black label Mario poker card. It's so cool. And I put it up for 300 and it got snatched instantly. And I was like, oops. When I sat back and I thought about it, I realized it probably should have been higher than just 300. But here it is. Look at this. Andy Dirkson's got it. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Wow, that's neat. I'm dumb. I probably should have done like 400 or 500 on it, and it still would have sold. Because those black labels, they get that premium. All right. Damn, I want that Hello Kitty. I'm open-minded to selling the Hello Kitty. So that is a possible sale. I just don't know what it should be worth. It's a very special Hello Kitty card. It's a BR, and it's a really particular one. I think it would be very hard to get another black label on that. What a fumble. The Card Communist. Yeah, it was a fumble, not... I remember now. So I bought it for 1,000. I was selling it to this other guy in Slab Away for 4,000, and he just didn't pay it off. He didn't make any payments on it, and he asked for an extension, and I gave it to him. I gave him the extension. A full year goes by, and he still hasn't paid it off at all. And I said, all right, well, I got to take it back now. And he's like, well, what? Hey, actually, I'd like it now. Here's Gabriel Gallegos, Azure Lane, BGS 9.5. You got it, man. All right. You know what? So Mr. Louis was just here asking for BGS 10s. But you know what's nice about the 9.5s? They cross-grade into 10s all the time. These cross-grade into PSA 10s quite often, most of the time, actually. And they're usually significantly underpriced. So you get a good deal on a 9.5, and then you can, if you want to bother with it, you can go do the work of cross-grading it. All right, there we have that. We have a slab sale today. Now, let's hit refresh on the website, see how that's looking. Yeah, that was a very lucky return, and it's probably worth more than 2,000. You know, we have like a table price, but man, it goes up on eBay, and eBay's a different monster, man. The whole world of black label hunters go check it out, and they say, oh, that looks fancy as hell, dude. I mean, doesn't that look nice? It physically looks nice. And it's from 2021. That makes it 5 years old. 5 years old. So it's 5 years old. It's not bad. Do you still have Hello Kitty? Yeah, we got some Hello Kitty if you'd like to try opening some. Actually, I was thinking about ordering some more Hello Kitty, but I don't know how much is left on the market. Here's Slowpoke for 45 bucks. Here's Simba. It's Mufasa. Mufasa? What the... Lovely Mufasa. What time is it? 1:20? 1:20. It's Friday, and we're doing some slab rotations. I'm showing off what we got for sale, man. You might be looking to add a nice card to your collection, and we have some nice cards. Really, we do. Like, look at this. Classic Collection Scyther for 54. That looks amazing. Let's take a quick look at Classic Collection Scyther, see if he's gone up since the last time. Classic Scyther, Japanese. So, we want the cheapest price. That's what we base our prices around, the cheapest buy it nows. It looks like the cheapest one is now $60. So he is no longer 54, he is 60. We'll do 59, okay? This card's always going to do well. I've probably sold like 5 or 6 of these by now. Look at him, he's just gorgeous. And he underwent very tough grading standards at Tag. So if you don't like Tag, you might consider just holding it and crossing it over to PSA if you want. But I'm not even going to do that. I'm just keeping my Tag slabs. Take a look at that. Beautiful. Similar with like my SGCs. You know, I bought a bunch of... Let me show you guys this. I show this from time to time. You know, I buy slabs from other grading companies, and then I don't sell them. I just keep them as is. And I don't know what it is with the obsession. People have such an obsession with PSA, but look at this great box of cards. I got to send these off to PSA as well, probably. I don't know. I always show these off. Oh, another black label. Black label Typhlosion. I gave Mr. Mike's side a black label Espeon when we hit 100,000 subscribers. How cool is that? That was his gift. Here's Gengar. Look at the perfect centering on that card. I'm so confident this would flip right into a PSA 10. It's so beautiful. Nothing wrong with the corners or edges or centering or anything. But we're just going to keep it in SGC. Why not? And then here is our Blaine's Moltres. Beautiful. First edition Blaine's Moltres 10. Here's a rare Pokemon Rumble. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Holographic Pikachu Pokemon Rumble 10. Here's a Dark Explorers Raikou. I offered this guy on the table as a break, and people wouldn't join it. They didn't join. There was like 2 people in it. And I said, you know what? I'll keep it. You guys had a chance to get this from me, and you didn't take the chance. I don't know why people are so racist. Let's see. Dark Explorers. Can you even find this guy for sale? No, you cannot. How about... So that's Raikou. Let's try any grade. Like any... You can't find them at all. You can't find them. crazy. Yeah, that's a shockingly beautiful card. Look at this Legendary Collection Zapdos. Isn't that cool? All SGCs. Cool Porygon. And here's a Poker Charizard, but he's only a 9. Huh, maybe I'll sell him. He's a little off-center, huh? So he's a little off-center. That's how he earned the 9. Oh, I kind of hoard all the Charizards, though, don't I? That's why I didn't sell him. So I could sell him because he's a 9. Obviously, I can afford a 10. So when you can afford a 10, why would you need to buy a 9? But I do kind of just hoard all of the Pokerzards. I hoard all of them. Can I be a mod again? All right, we're making you moderator, Ants Taco. Mr. Tiffy Silver or Goldback? Oh, you're wondering, okay, let me look. It's a Lugia back. There it is. Is that preferable? I think Lugia is a little bit more popular than Ho-Oh. But they're both cool, right? All right, let me put this away. We have a little order for Brandon Boutillier. Dark Explorers was a great set. But I like to show that off. I like to show off. Here, let me put this beautiful Garchomp in that box. He's going in. I like to show off that we have that so that people understand that I collect everything. Ooh, put that there. All right, that's that work being done out there. Look, so we do CGC as well. Let me show this off. Oh, there's CS Man. CS Man. Look at this. He's got a bag of cards. Okay, check this out. I want to show this to you. I was wondering where he was. Got our CGC 10s as well. Look at those CGC 10s. People, they make up these rules in their minds about what they should have to have. And I've never followed those rules. Those CGC 10s, by the way, have gone up tremendously in price for me. There you go. Put this up here. So I'm very lucky I didn't sell them. All right. So let's see. Mr. Brandon, he says pre-grades on Blastoise and Rayquaza. Let's go find that. Rayquaza. Ugh. That's heavy. Now, let's go looking in here. How much is the bird removal costing? I don't even want to know. Karis handles that, not me. Probably really expensive. It is. So, I don't want to know. It'll make me bummed out if I know. Here's Blastoise. What was the other one? Rayquaza? You got it, man. Okay, Blastoise and Rayquaza. Let's take a close look at these. Wow, such a nice card. Remember, this is from Vivid Voltage, everybody. What'd you pull this out of? Oh, you must have pulled this out of a Celebrations UPC or something like that. Wow, so clean, but probably going to hit the 9. It's top heavy. So this card is probably a nice strong 9. And then Blastoise, centering a little bit better, but maybe slightly thinner on the left side here. Let's check the back. Okay. I know I already asked, and I don't know if you answered, but you did a promo PSA Hello Kitty break a while back. Was that the only one of those cards you had? That was a MetaZoo promo Hello Kitty. And I believe I had 2 of them, and I believe we broke both of them. So I believe I have no more. I'm not a Hello Kitty collector, but I understand other people really do appreciate that brand. There's a store at the mall that sells nothing but Hello Kitty. So this card has one issue. It's got those cutting lips. Let me show you. I'll zoom in for you, okay? Do you see it shows up there on the edge there? Now, I'm pretty certain tag grading will give you a 9 for those. Tag is very harsh. I don't know what PSA will do. PSA might also give you a 9 for those. It's weird. PSA got really, really, really tough on their grading, but I'm wondering if they peeled that back a little bit, if they kind of heard some feedback and slowed down on that. So that's getting a 9.5. Not a 9.5 plus, a 9.5, and this is getting a 9. All right, so those are my grades for those cards, 9 and 9.5. Okay. Blastoise, would I send him in? Yes. Do I think he's going to get a 10? There's a chance. I think that I wouldn't expect him to 100% be a 10. He's got slide-off centering, and he's got these lips here. It's kind of hard to see, but there's actually a tiny, 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 tiny white dot on that corner as well. So I would anticipate him being trickier. He's what we call a borderline card. Borderline. That means you got a chance, But the grader has to have had great sex with his girlfriend that night before he woke up for work. You know what I'm saying? So he's has to, does he have coffee or doesn't he have coffee? That'll decide your grade that day. Brandon Boutillier. Thank you, Brandon. Look at this, guys. I want to show you something. Look at this. We got a little thing hanging in the window now. So that should scare off the woodpeckers. I just saw him hanging that. All right. Let's go ahead and jump back over here to Javier Arroyo. 1 Prismatic Evolutions. 1 Prismatic. 2 Mega Dreams. 2 Japanese Mega Dreams. Oh, he says Korean. Okay, hold on. 2 Korean. 1, 2. We got these Korean Mega Dreams. They've been massively popular. They're very affordable. And then 2 Ascended Heroes. All right, you got it, man. The Ascended Heroes are kind of the star of the show lately. We opened a ton of these yesterday. We sold so many. Do you have enough Opus 1 where you'd sell a whole box of it? Yes, but I have to warn you, before we sell a whole box, it'll undergo a repricing. We'll check the price before it gets sold. We are. It's probably correctly priced. It's a very special product. What would have to occur is I'd have to immediately replace it. Ow. Ooh, did I just cut myself? All right. There we go. I think I have to go see if I actually have a sealed box of it. I'm not 100% sure that we do. Are you interested in a whole box? I can go look at. So 2 Ascended Heroes. Let me set this one to the side. All right. Wowee. Throw this away. All right, look at this order, guys. Mega Dream, Ascended Heroes, and Prismatic. All right, you ready? Let's see. Snipping this. Snipping these 2. And snipping this. Ooh. I saw Bitcoin was back up to like 68,000, so that's good. I hear people have fears that the biggest buyer of Bitcoin, MicroStrategy, will be forced to liquidate some of their Bitcoin holdings to cover their leveraged money or whatever. Here's the second Korean pack. You're going to pull... Ooh, the comm tower. Ooh. Okay. AI gang, I'm outie. Lunch is done. Have a blessed Friday. Thank you for popping in, Mr. NHCC. See you later, man. We'll be back on tonight, too. Okay, guys? Here's Salandit. And come on, be nice to us. Mega Gardevoir. All right, so nothing crazy in the Ascended Heroes. How about Prismatic? You never know. Prismatic could be crazy. No, nothing crazy in the Prismatic either. Okay, overall, kind of a tough round. Kind of a tough round, I'd say. You really rely on those Ascended Heroes to pay out a bit, you know, because those are the priciest pack. All right, let's see. Grabbing your bag. Thanks, man. Appreciate the support today. We've been really busy these last 2 weeks. I don't know if you guys have noticed that, but we've been busy as hell, man. There we go. Whew. Beautiful Scyther. This could go right up into the Poke Shuffles. He's a fantastic pull. Here's Eradicate. Here's Snorlax 10. And here is a beautiful Squirtle. Both of those can go in the pricey channel. All right. Let me hit refresh on the website. What time is this? 1:30. We've been live for an hour and 44 minutes. Let's hand out this giveaway. Type in TCC for me, guys. Type that in. Let's hand it out. Do you have... Oh, right. The Opus 1 box. You want me to go check that right now? I'm going to go check for you, okay? Opus 1 box. Yes, to answer your question, we have a full sealed booster box of Final Fantasy Opus 1. Now, let's see how it's working. Ooh, Ooh, people are grading the Final Fantasy Opus 1 booster packs already. Oh, I'm trying to find a box of it. Oh, okay. Oh, that's Japanese. Oh my gosh, okay, I found it. Whoa, the price has been changing on this, guys. All right, give me a second here. You know, I'm worried there's a lot of product on the menu like that. So this Final Fantasy, which hasn't been repriced in what feels like since the release of the Magic set. Remember the Magic set? So over here, I feel like you're just finding out on the menu what's underpriced for me. Let's see, Opus 1. Oh, we had it all the way up at $17. It wasn't that far off, but so it will be replaced with a new price of $20. Final Fantasy Opus 1, $20 now. That's the other set that I would probably open. Opus 1 and Hidden Trials. Those are the good ones, you know. Just trying to find this. Okay, you can't type in Opus 1. What if you type in Opus, the number 1? Oh, that works. Oh, look, she called it Opus 1 Wave 2. That's funny. Let's do a quick edit. And it says FF. You know, I don't think people are going to search FF. So I'm going to change this a little bit. No one's going to search Wave 2. And the other problem is, will they even search the letter 1 or the letter, the number 1, the letter I, or type in 1? So that is a good question. Let's call this, let's turn this music down. I love this music, but I bet most of you guys don't recognize it. We're going to say Opus 1 Final Fantasy. Opus 1. All right. Tammy probably going to hate the way that I designed this title, but I've designed the title to help people find the item. All right. The price shall be shifted to 20. We're going to update that. I know it's pricey. Final Fantasy is one of my favorites. Buying a box gives the chance for the Sephiroth from Nightmare Box for Cloud as well. Yeah, let's see how, you know, we haven't touched so many products in so long when it comes to price, and it seems like everything is really jumping in price these days. Let's take a quick look at From Nightmares, because it's sitting at $6, and that just seems unbelievably good. I kind of just look for when people start buying up a product too much. But sometimes you've got these products where they don't get bought very often. Wow. So you've got very few options for From Nightmare. Let me go over here. From Nightmare booster box. Let's see. My lord. All right. Here we are. Oh, wow. The chart shows that this product has been exploding in price. That's interesting. So there is some for sale online. I found some on another website. From Software is jumping, I'm from Software. From Nightmares is jumping from $6 per pack to a whopping $12 per pack. It's literally doubling. Wow. Crazy times, huh? That's one of my strategies as a company, if you did not know this. From Nightmares. I like to hold product where even if it doesn't sell, it doesn't really matter because next year it's going to be double in price. So that has been a significant part of our strategy. It is. All right. And so, of course, we got to have From Nightmares on the menu. It's done well over time. Just sitting on it and not selling it has benefited me. You would think that a card shop strictly wants to sell. That's not true with me. I actually like having the product and just leaving it there. And who cares if it sells or not? You know what I mean? All right, guys. Well, it's 1:36 p.m. It's almost 2 p.m. Let's go ahead and hand this beautiful card out for free to you guys. This is a Rocket Returns Larvitar. We're going to get Mike's side in there, apparently. Hey, how's it going, Mike's side? Lots of content to work on, huh? I wonder how that video performed. You know, I released a long form video with my face in it, guys, a face reveal. So please go back to the channel and watch that. Quantum Wolf, Gabriel Gallegos. The title of the video is my 2026 predictions. That card guy. Okay, so go back and watch that if you haven't. And do me a favor, watch it to the end. Leave it playing, even if you get bored and you want to, you know, you're not interested in the end. If you want to help me out, let it play because, and you can leave feedback too, but let it play because we got to get that algorithm in our favor if you want to help out. All right, so here goes. You ready? One person's walking away with this, and it is number 3, Nicholas Pacheco. I think we put him in there as a gift because he had a rough round. Look, see, 2 and 3 went to Nicholas Pacheco. So we placed him in there because he had a tough round. Okay, it's all his. Look at that, guys. Dreams really do come true. That's sort of like a little bonus shot. We did that for Mr. Edgar as well, but at this time it played out for him. That's so nice. Thank you, everybody. That's probably going to be the end of the daytime stream. We'll be back on in about 2.5 hours, 3 hours. We'll be back in about 3 hours, guys. So I'll see you there for the evening stream, and maybe we got some mail in, or maybe it'll be really crazy. Something will happen, or maybe it'll just be another regular stream. But we'll be in a horizontal mode, and that makes the slabs easier to price up. Speaking of which, don't forget, the binder break is now underway. Mr. Andrew Martin jumped in. We added quite a bit to it in this stream, like this holographic coughing is in there. In the back, we added like virtually a whole pack of Topps cards. Did you see that? That came from an abandoned bag. Those all might be in perfect condition. Here's a little Eradicate 2. There's a little Marvel. We added a round of Evolutions as well. So it's just getting fat, fat, fat. It's got so much stuff in it now. So you have to determine if you think it's worth taking a $40 shot with the odds of 1 in 4 in there. Or you can go after a slab, or you can open up booster packs. There's anything. You can do anything with your money. You got to think, what's the best use of my dollar? And I think Andrew says, I'm going to take a shot at that. Honestly, I think the payout on this is much higher than the actual jumbo pack break. At this point, it is. You know, I don't see people get this many cards from the jumbo pack break. And the jumbo pack break has the same odds. But the jumbo pack break's more fun because it's all sealed. So it's kind of interesting the way that works, isn't it? All right, guys, have a nice morning, lunchtime. I'll see you for the evening stream. Be sure to smash that subscribe if you're not already subscribed. See you later, everybody.